Hello everyone. So this is a debate, just letting you know that we have a debate going on here. Just want to add hello everyone. So I just wanna make sure that I pretty much get the right people in here. I just want to make sure that it stays better that way. Just want to make sure that I can fix box. Okay. That's what I'm saying. If you will hear me, let me know. That's what I'm saying. If you will hear me, let me know. Okay, that's good. So we got at least like 8 slots available. Got Ryan wants to come in. Okay, so I think this is okay. Nicholas wants to come up. Okay. So I think this is not too bad. If I put it like this, it's not too bad, is it? Wait a second. Put it like this. Alrighties. So basically, does anyone know the whole thing here? I wanted to make a debate on, do traditional relationship values still hold in modern dating world for women and men? If anyone has an answer that wants to answer it, let me know. So the question is in here, should men ask women out on 2026? And should coffee date not be okay? Should 50-50 on first date not be okay? Should everyone stop using dating apps? What do you think of it? So we got Olivia who wants to come up here. Hello, Olivia, how you doing?
Hi Xena, how are you?
So what's your age?
I am 2.
How old?
2 years old.
Yeah, unfortunately, I won't allow you on here because it's 18 plus.
Okay, bye bye, nigger.
I think. Anyways, we got another person on here called Cooper. Wants to join? Give it a go. Alright, so in the meantime, like, I'm very, like, fair and square with this whole topic because I want to see, like, does anyone here value the traditional relationship still in the modern dating world for women and men? And the questions are down below in green. If you guys can see it, let me know how you think of it. And who should be the prize today? What do you think? Like, who should be the prize in this dating world? And I want your honest opinion, and this is 18 plus only. If you want to be like 18 plus to go on here to do this with me, let me know. So even if you don't want to come up or shy to come up, you can answer, on the comments down below. And I'm still here to take your comments as well. So we got someone who wants to join here. Hello, how you doing? Hello? We don't know who wants to join or not, but like I said, I'm gonna wait to see who wants to join, who wants to ask the question, and answer the question from today. Let me know. And this doesn't take hard to like answer the question because I give you your opinions to answer from your own, and I want to see from your perspective why you think of it, you know? So, yeah. So, let me know how you think of it. Let me know what you feel about it. 1 second. Okay, see. Use this one. 1 second. What does this do? Layout. 1 second. Fix guess. No. Alright, so basically I want to know who wants to join. Okay, so we got like Dara wants to join. Okay. And then, hello?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. So, are you, what's your age? Are you 18 plus or?
Yeah, I'm 30.
Okay, so, the question is, do traditional relationship values, still hold in the modern dating world for women and men?
Yeah, they still hold up. Not as much as it used to, but
Mm-hmm.
they still hold up for some people.
Yeah. Okay, so do you still value it at the moment? Do you think like men should pay like for women to go out on 2026 at the moment?
Um,
This is from your
sort of,
honest.
sort of,
This
kind
is
of. For
yeah. So
you
this is
say
from your honest
honestly,
opinion because I want to hear from your honest opinion from what you think of it. Like, should coffee dates not be okay or should it be okay? And
all
should
right.
50-50?
I'm gonna be honest with you then.
Mm-hmm.
I think 50-50 is the only way to be in a perfect relationship because
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
if I'm if I'm paying for everything,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to manipulate and control that woman.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing she can do to stop me.
Okay. And what do you think of like the dating apps? Should it be like erased? You know, like the dating apps should be erased, and we should be like be meeting people face to face. Do you think? So someone called Sophie wants to come up here. Well, I'm not sure, but Atheist wants to come up here as well because I wanted to diverse this conversation as well with people, not just like myself on here, just asking you opinions. So hi Atheist, how you doing?
G'day, how are you?
Yep. So can you tell me your age? Are you 18 plus?
Yeah, I'm 33.
All right. So, do you think traditional relationship values still hold in modern dating world for women and men?
Yes, if you've been taught the right way, like
Mm-hmm.
if you, let's say, people born in the 2000 and up, their
Mm-hmm.
parents, they, teach them the right ways and everything,
Mm-hmm.
like they were when they were young.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. Like that. Yes, it still happens. Hopefully it still happens. Like the old ways. So
So, yeah.
yeah,
So you still value the traditional values for like the men should be paying and everything. Like like how I said, like
no,
on the
no,
questions.
it's all 50-50.
So you think everything like down the track it can be 50-50 down the track, but what happened like on the first impression for a man to a woman? Do you think it should be 50-50 on the first date? Should it
No,
be like the coffee date? Should it be
no,
like
no.
just like less minimum?
So whoever asks the person out
Hmm.
is the one that pays.
Okay.
So if I was to ask you on a date, I'd have to
Hmm.
pay.
Hmm.
I'd have to pay the
But what
man.
happened if a man asks a woman out and then the man expects a woman to 50-50 with them? I mean, like a man expects 50-50 with the woman after the date.
Well, everything, yeah, 50-50. But if this is an ongoing thing. You know what I mean? You'd go,
Mm-hmm.
you keep it 50-50, and then whoever asks. But to me, it's the person that asks the person out on the date. Personally,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
right?
But at the end of the day, like, who do you think is the prize? Like, in dating, the person. Should it be the woman? Should it be the man? Or should it be like both? Because, like,
Both.
it takes two to connect,
Yeah, it's both. Two to tango.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
You know, dating apps. I wouldn't go to dating apps. You
So
know,
you think it
like
should be a race? You think it should be like back in the days where there's no dating apps, and it should be like face to face, like where the meetups are, like
yeah,
yeah, because like nowadays days it's going crazy. Like how females nowadays days are just like when you talk to
yeah,
them, like just like as the man approaching them, and then they say they're very defensive. They're very like putting up a wall. It's just like not on.
exactly. Like and a lot of people are on their phones. They're not even looking at each other.
Exactly.
Like it's all about. For me, like if I'm out on a date, like I'll put my phone on silent.
Mm-hmm.
And I won't touch it. Unless I needed a bathroom break.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
my quick chance to look at if I got messages or calls.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you should be respectful and give that person the full attention and hope they do the same with you.
Mm. Okay.
So
All right, so I got another contestant that comes up here. I want to say, her name's Sophie. So, Sophie, can I ask you, are you 18 plus?
Yeah.
All right. So, what's your age? I just want to verify.
18.
Okay, 18. Okay. So, do you think traditional relationship values still hold in modern dating world for women and men?
I think they do, but I don't think they necessarily have to.
But I'm just asking the question, so I want to see your opinion. So, if you think they don't have to, that's up to you. But at the end, there's a full question I put on here. Should men ask women out on 2026? Do you think it should be, or do you think it should be the reverse run around where women ask the man out?
I think it can be both ways. I don't think that the man has to ask her out. I don't think there's
Mm-hmm.
anything wrong with a woman asking a man out.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And do you think coffee dates should not be okay?
No, they're fine.
So they're fine. So you agree with it, okay? So how about 50-50 where first date where do you think first date should be okay or not okay for 50-50 on a first date? Like just say like someone asks you out, do you think you should 50-50 with them, or you think you should like if you ask them out then you should 50-50 with them?
I think for the first date, it's just whoever asks the person
Mm-hmm.
out. So if the woman asks, then she should pay 100%.
Mm-hmm. And if the man asks, it's the same thing. Okay.
Yeah.
And do you think like dating apps still exist at the moment? Like, do you think it should be stopping? Because like, nowadays there's everyone's on a dating app and it's going out of control and they're making you pay premium packages for it as well.
Yeah, no, I don't like that.
Yeah. Do you think it should be like just like no modern day apps and just like face to face where you meet someone like that, like in person, and then whatever comes that way?
Mm.
Yeah, okay. So also, who do you think is the prize, women or men? Or do you think like it should be both, or it should be like one of them?
I think both. I don't think one person should. I think both people should do the chasing. I feel like yeah.
Mm-hmm. So you think like anyone can be the prize, like
Yeah.
when it comes to the relationship thing, okay? And that's great. All right, so I'd like to see who else wants to join here. We've got kiddos. Okay, we're adding up. But it's good to see you have opinions about it. Hello, kiddos.
Hello.
So can I ask you to verify your age? Are you 18 plus or
Yes, 18 plus.
what's your age? Tell me your age.
18 on the dot.
18 on the dot. Okay. So the thing is like, do traditional relationships values still hold in modern dating world for men and women? I mean, women and men. What do you think of it?
It's fine.
So you think like everything should be like, like the man should be paying because like mostly in traditional relationships, the man is the provider and the female is more like, the taking in and just following through.
Pretty much.
Okay. So do you think men should be asking out women in 2026?
Yes.
And you think coffee date is not okay? Like, not be okay? Like, do you think coffee dates is okay or not okay at the moment?
That's fine.
And how about 50-50 on first date? Do you think it's okay or not okay? Like, just say if you are asking a woman out and you expect her to be 50-50 with you, do you think it's okay or no?
Yes, right.
So what's the answer for that one?
Yeah, it's fine.
So you think it's okay for a woman to pay for her and you ask her out on a date and she gets all done up and everything?
No.
Because, like, her time is special as well, but who's the one to initiate the asking? Should be paying, do you think, or you think it should be 50-50?
No, I think the boy should pay.
Okay. So you still have
Most of the time.
boys should be paying most of the time. Okay.
Yeah.
Because remember, we all have to, have our opinions to us, and I want to be more diverse and just kind of like live here today. So that's why I'm asking all these questions and I'm allowing more people on here. So you think like the dating apps, do you think it should be alright or not? Like the dating app thing? Do you think it should be still available or do you think we should erase it and go back to the traditional way of like meeting people and just like face to face?
Erase it and go back to
Erase
the
it?
normal way.
Okay. Because do you think it's like really taking a toll on yourself with people, like trying to meet people instead of like being on a virtual kind of app where you had to talk that way, but in person, like you meet to face, it's like different.
Yeah.
Okay. And what do you think of like the prices? Do you think it should be a man, a woman, or do you think it should be both? Because dating, it takes two to tango somehow. I'm just saying, do you think it should be a woman or a man? Or you think it should be both values, like queen and king, or king and queen?
Not too sure about that one.
So at the moment, like, like who should be doing the chasing more? Do you think it should be the man or it should be a woman doing the chasing?
The chasing.
Yeah, chasing up, like, like, just like, who should be the ones, like, leading? Who do you think is leading? Man or woman?
Men.
Okay. Do you think so? If man's chasing, then there should be a prize, yeah? Then no, there should be the woman. Okay. Is there anything else you want to ask into your opinions from here today or no?
Not really.
Not really? You can stay on here if you want, and then I'll add some other people on here if they want to come up.
No.
Let's see. Hello, Lily. How you doing? Do you want to join on here?
Let Lily join.
Okay, let's see if she wants to join. I'll invite her and see if she wants to come up. Okay, let's see. All right, I'll give you 2 minutes while I edit. While I see something else. So in the meantime, like everyone, what do you think right now? Since you're on, in the chat box, do you think traditional relationship values still hold in modern dating world for women and men? Anyone down the bottom, you can comment down below if you don't want to get up here. You're free to like give a comment in your own honest opinion. I want to see who wants to join and ask the opinion on here. Hello, May. How you doing? It's good to see you back on here. Okay, so we got Lily. Want to come up here? Okay. Hi, Lily. How you doing?
Good, thanks. How are you?
I just wanted to do some age verification. Are you 18 plus? Are you 18 plus?
Yes, I am.
Okay. And verify your age. Just tell me what age are you?
I'm 18.
Already 18. Okay, good. All right. So, do traditional relationship values still hold in modern dating world for women and men? What do you think of it? Yes or no?
Yes.
Do you think like should men ask women out on 2026? Do you think they
Yes.
should or not?
Yes.
And should coffee date not be okay? Or should it be okay, you think?
Should be.
Okay. And should 50-50 on the first date be okay or not?
No.
So it shouldn't be okay on the first date, okay? And why is that, you think? Why you think it should not be okay?
50-50. You know what
I don't
50-50 means? It means split
Yeah.
the bill.
Stop speaking.
Each
Be
one
quiet.
pays. You know what 50-50 means?
Alright, just let Lily talk for a second. Okay.
Actually, no, it should be 50-50.
No.
It should be 50-50 or not 50-50?
50-50.
100
Do you
zero.
think so you think like a woman should pay and then even when a man asks a woman out?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, so
Oh my god, can you be quiet?
alright, so should everyone also I'm gonna ask you this question. Should everyone stop using dating apps? Do you
Yes.
think dating apps should be erased?
Yeah, they should.
Okay. And at the end of the day, who should be the prize? Man or woman? Or should be both?
Both.
Okay. Okay, now we're going to Shorty's turn. Shorty. So I want to verify your age.
I'm
Before you-
old, man, like you said.
Alright.
18 holding
So it's 18 plus here. Can you verify your age? What age are you?
55.
Alright, 55. Okay, cool.
Holy.
Yeah, man. Fuck
Alright,
yeah.
so do traditional relationship values still hold in modern dating world for women and men? I want to ask you that
Yes.
question.
Yes,
Alright, and why is that, do you think?
because it was the best format for men and women to get together.
Okay. So you think like they should men still ask women out on 2026?
Yes.
And you think coffee dates should not be okay or should it be okay?
Our coffee dates are okay.
Okay. And do you think 50-50 first date should not be okay or should it be okay?
I think it should be, yeah, the option, the standard.
So you think standard, like, because you say you value traditional values, yeah?
Well, these
Yeah,
days, that's something that's probably changed in 2026. But everybody works now. Everybody's got some income, and it's a great way to determine if the person you're dating has any money or is just a leech. So if they're, if you say you pay half, I'll pay half, or they offer to pay half their bill, you're on a good start then.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, that's when you go into the relationship. I'm talking about the first impression on first date.
Yeah, well, that's the first impression. You want to know if that person, male or female, that you're dating is prepared to pay the bill. Put the hand in the pocket, get out money before you even ask. That's a great thing.
Okay.
Great thing.
Okay. And also, do you think like dating apps should be erased? Like, do you think dating apps?
Dating apps, they cannot substitute a real in-person meetup connection.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And who do you think at the end should be the prize? Do you think it should be a man or a woman or should it be both?
Well, I think each person should see the other as a prize. Really, it's when you're talking about in general who is the prize in in this male-female relationship. Well, you don't really say. It's up to those individuals who say,
Exactly.
she is my prize or he is my prize. That's it.
All right. Excellent choice of giving out the opinion. So I'm going to add some other people. You can still stay
Can you
here.
let Liam in?
Liam,
Yeah, Liam.
in a minute. I'm going for a list by list. Okay.
Xena. You know Lily's lesbian?
No, I'm not.
At the
Wait,
end of the
Xena,
day-
I got a question.
Okay. I don't want to ask. I don't want any of this nonsense right now. I
No,
wanna
no,
have-
it's like a serious question. Like I'm actually if it was a boy, like a gay relationship, a boy and a boy, who would be the prize? Or would they both be?
if the boy and the boy asking each other out,
Yeah.
anyone could be the prize. Because remember, like how it's like women and men the same thing. So it can be like both. You know, like at the end. Because like if you're gonna go for each other in a way, then you're both gonna have to be the prize in some way. But remember, it's gonna be one's gonna be submissive. There's gonna be one's gonna be dominant. That's how it works now these days.
All right.
Okay. So we'll get the next person. The person's called the May. Can you verify your age, please?
Yeah, I'm 22.
Oh, you're 22. All right. So I'm gonna ask you the question here. Do traditional relationship values still hold in modern dating world for women and men?
Yeah, I think some values still hold up very well and some are a little bit outdated.
And why do you think that way?
Well, just from what I personally seen, I was in the Navy. I guess it's a little anecdotal, but I guess everything is when it comes
Mm-hmm.
to this kind of stuff. I was in the Navy for 4 years. I met my wife whenever I was 19 and she was 27.
Mm-hmm.
And she very much helped me mature in a way that like I probably would have never been able to, like a whole
Yeah.
lot. And she is now a stay-at-home wife. I work obviously, and at first it wasn't like that. So that's the traditional
Mm-hmm.
values kind of thrown out the window for a moment, where she was the one work. I mean, I was still working, but at the same time she was. I wasn't
Mm-hmm.
making as much money because the Navy doesn't pay as much before you're a petty officer, third class, which
Yep.
I finally made after a few years, but it's okay. And she was in banking for a long time.
Yep.
So she made that good money for a bit for us, and then I finally got up to where I wanted to be, and she was able to quit her job, stay at home, start her own vegetable garden, and chill out whatever she wanted to do while I worked. So I think they came
Mm-hmm.
up, but I think
Mm-hmm.
there needs to be a little bit of growth in there for it to hold up.
Yep. Also, like, I want to ask you another. This is 4 questions here, criterias.
Yeah.
So do you think, like, at the moment, should men still ask women out on 2026? Like, just like if you are on a date with someone, and if you're a man or a woman, depends, so yeah? But I'm just saying at the end, do you think, like, men should be still following that traditional role thing and ask a woman out on 2026? Or do you think it should be the reverse role around?
I think that it's very good either way. So the idea to me is like if you're in a store and the girl's in the store and she comes and like pursues you, it's like, hey, I think your shirt's cool, kind of thing. Can I get your number?
Mm-hmm.
It's nowadays it's more, can I get your number? We talk over text first, then go on a date versus, hey, you want to go on a date? It's more that nowadays than it's ever been before. And I
Okay.
actually agree with that. Talking first is more important before the whole
Mm.
date stuff happens.
Yeah. And also, do you think, like, coffee dates should not be okay, or should you think it should be okay on the first
So I
date?
actually am a huge activist when it comes to not going to the standard movie and then like a dinner date then movie. Because A,
Mm-hmm.
the movie you can't really get to know each other. You kind of sit there
Mm-hmm.
and not really talk, and then dinner you can't really. In my opinion, you're kind of worried about every other thing else besides talking to each other. I think going into a public space or coffee date, just focusing on each other, going for a walk, kind of thing, like a boardwalk,
Yep.
getting ice cream, going to a public band kind of thing is the best ideal date for the first date.
Okay. And do you think, like, should 50-50 on first date should not be okay, or do you think it should be okay at the moment? Like,
I
just so,
think
like,
whoever
if someone's asking out, like,
yeah,
just like, yeah, go on.
yeah, I think whoever asks who out should pay. So say, like say my wife's like, hey, I want to take you on a date. I'm like, okay, cool. She'll pay for the date, but I'll cover the tip. I think that's the
Mm-hmm.
best way to go about it. We're like, I
Yeah.
ask the girl out. Okay, cool. I take her out. We go to like the most fanciest place in the world, Applebee's, of course. And we go to Applebee's, and well, okay, cool. I pay for the checker, and they say, you know what? Let me cover the tip and throw a $10 bill on the table. That's not 50-50, but it's still equivalent to what I'm doing, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. Also, do you think, like, dating apps should be a race, or do you think it should be for everyone? Do you think it should be, like, existing still, or do you think, like, dating apps should be stopping right now so, like, everyone can, like, meet each other in face to face in person? Because, like, everyone, like, meeting in person is
Yeah,
like, what do you think? The real deal is more in person, or do you think it's like more on the app?
I think the dating apps are okay. I just think that it's been over monet. I mean, it's been under monetized. There's a lot of more so there's a lot more bots nowadays on these apps. There's also a
Mm-hmm.
lot more. Tinder's just hookup culture. That's all it is nowadays. You don't really find a real relationship on Tinder anymore. It's all hookup culture. So I
Mm.
think that dating apps, it's a very touchy subject, but I think that they're okay if they're more monetized.
Mm-hmm. So at the end of the day, who do you think should be the prize? Should be like both? Should be a woman, or should be a man, or do you think who should it be?
I agree with what the last guy said. I think his name was Shouty. I think that whoever is in the relationship. So my wife to me is the prize, and to
Mm-hmm.
her, I am the prize as well. So it's about fighting for each other still, even after you're married. After
So,
for the
so you
last,
think it's king or queen, or you think it should be both, like king and queen?
I think it's both.
Yeah, because it takes both to tango. That's true.
I agree.
Okay, awesome. All right, so I want to see who else have, you know, um, you can stay. Anyone who wants to stay here and here is able. And if you need to like ask any opinions on others, you're able to like ask the opinion of others as well. So I give you that privilege to talk to each other. And if you want to debate each other on like yes or no, you have the freedom rights to talk on your speech here, as long as you don't talk about anything that's on TikTok guidelines. So we're gonna add another person on here because I want to make sure it's diverse. So yeah, okay. So we're at if Liam's on there. I'm not sure if he's on there or not. Let's see. Okay, we got a monkey going on here. Okay. All right. So I want to say who wants to talk on here. Okay, we got another person, Darcy.
Can I sing a song?
What? Sorry.
Can I please sing a song?
What? Sorry.
Can I please sing a song?
No, you cannot sing a song. And the thing is, are you 18 plus?
Oh yeah.
No, they are not.
Yes, I am.
What-
We are Charlie Kirk.
All right. I'm sorry. Sorry, I can't have this kind of. This is why I can't have someone who's gonna like go on my live here, trying to like ruin my debate. I'm sorry. Thank you. We're gonna have someone else here that's on here, or else I will say who's gonna be on here who wants to diverse this debate around. Because like right now, like the question is on the viewers here. Do you think traditional relationship values still hold in modern dating world for men and women or women and men, whatever the question is, okay? But at the end, you're able to like comment down if you don't want to get up here. And the thing
Like,
is,
Xena,
like
what's your opinion on these questions?
my opinion, I think traditional values should still hold in the relationship because like if we're gonna be modern these days, like just like if the female wants to be like the alpha one and she's in her masculine energy, I think it's better for her to be in her feminine energy unless like she doesn't want to be the feminine girl in the relationship because like traditional relationship is balanced with feminine and masculine energy.
Should women ask? Well, should men ask women out?
Yeah, so should men ask women out? Of course, definitely. Yes, because I think like if a woman's doing that, she's gonna be in her masculine energy. And if the thing is like I don't mind like asking someone. I did it before one time. Someone dared me to do it, and I've done it in the past, and it didn't turn out really well. Okay, so I've done it before. I've asked a man out one time, and I just don't find it really comfortable doing it again. I done it because it was a dare. Okay, so I've done it. It came out to be a date. The date didn't end up really well. The guy was confused about himself. I just feel like, okay, there's nothing going on there. So I just feel like there was no values there. At the end...
Like, I wouldn't make it a hard and fast rule, right? There was always exception to the rule. But generally, the idea would be that the male approaches, because that is the most terrifying thing a man can do in his life, is approach a woman that he's known and ask her out on a date or something. It is absolutely terrifying, and I wouldn't wish anyone to do it. But if a woman has the opportunity and the circumstances are right, they know each other very well, she could probably do that. Break the ice. Because I would just say, anytime a woman has an opportunity to ask a guy who she believes likes him and she likes him, yeah, go ahead and ask him, because you only get one chance. Just do it. But usually the guy would approach. But if it works opposite way, anything that gets you two people together is a good thing, really.
Yeah, so I believe like it is like a lot of like a presence where rejection can happen. It's like anything can happen when you're asking someone out, and I believe like when you're in a position of asking a woman out at a time, that is the most beautiful thing.
Very scary. It takes a lot of self-esteem, self-confidence, and if you don't have a lot, it's very, very scary to ask someone this. But you build up to it, and you practice, and you just do it. Don't overthink it, just do it, and see what happens.
Okay, we got another person who wants to come up here. Kira wants to come up.
Oh my god, Kira.
Hello, Kira. How are you doing? So, age verification, are you 18 plus?
Yeah.
Are you 18 or what's your age?
21.
Alright, 21. Okay, so at the end of the day, Do traditional relationship values still hold in modern dating world for women and men?
Are you asking me a question?
Yep, that's the question. Do you think like
Oh.
traditional relationship values still hold in modern dating world for the women and the men? Like, do you think it still exists?
I don't really get what you mean. Like what you're
Like
asking.
just so like okay, should the men still follow the role of like asking a woman out, or do you think like in the modern days now these days it should be 50-50 where the woman or the man can ask each other out? What do you think?
Yes.
Okay, and why is that?
I just personally believe.
Do you still believe like the woman should be like the one that's luring the man in, and then the man should be asking the woman out? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or
So
I
also,
think they should just both like each other.
also like, do you think like should men ask women out on 2026?
Yeah, I think men should ask women out. I
And
think it's kind of lame if a girl has to ask him out.
yeah, so do you feel like it's not gonna look the same, like the same way?
Yeah, I'd rather get asked out than have to ask myself.
Okay. Also, like, do you think coffee dates should be okay or not okay? What do you think? Like,
That's like
just say if
an
someone asks you for a
opinion.
coffee, just say if this is on your opinion. Do you think like coffee dates is okay or not okay?
Depends if you like coffee or not.
Yeah, like just say like
Yeah, if you
just
go to
just say
Macca's date, it's like a Macca's date. Just meet it for a milkshake. It's just coffee.
No, I don't agree with shouty.
but what do you think of like that? Like just say if someone asks you for a coffee date and just say, hey, let's go to Macca's and coffee.
Not Macca's. I'd say. No. If they were my age, I'd say yeah. Actually.
So at the end of the day, also like what do you think of 50-50? Like should it be like okay to be 50-50 with someone on the first date, or should it not be? Or should it be going through traditional where the man pays first? Or should you think like the woman should pay, or you think whoever asks the person should be paying?
No, the men has to pay. Like, because the man asked, you can't be like, oh yeah, do you want to go out, but you have to pay.
Okay, go on.
That's a good point. Good point.
All right.
I know.
And what do you think? What do you think of like dating apps? Do you think it should be a race, or do you think it should be like available for everyone to like like for everyone to go on with it?
Well, like, I feel like it would like if you had kids and they're like, oh, where'd you meet? And they're like, oh, freaking on a dating app. That's just boring. Like, I'd rather them
Face to
know
face.
me personally.
Okay. And at the end of the day, who do you think should be the prize? Should it be the woman, or should it be the man, or should it be the woman and man?
Prize.
Yeah, who should be
What
the
do you
man?
mean prize?
Prize, like who is the trophy at the end? Like who should be like the one that is valued inside the dating world where it could become a relationship? Should it be the queen, or should it be the king, or should it be both?
Both.
Both. And why is that?
I don't know.
Just so like okay, the woman offers to like be there for the husband, or the wife,
Just
or the
like
husband's there
let
for the wife.
like yeah, like be there for each other. Like yeah, that's.
So you think they should value each other in a way to see that they are.
You should value your partner.
Exactly. So it should be both equalized. You think? What do you think? Okay, we're gonna add another person after this, Kira. When Kira's done with this.
Sorry, Xena. I'm gonna go, but then I'll join back. Okay.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Okay. Bye. See you soon.
All right, take care. Okay, we're gonna add purple on. Thank you. All right, so
Ciao.
Hello. So age verification 18. Are you 18 plus or what?
Nah, I'm 36.
All right, 30. Are you 36?
Yeah.
All right. So I want to ask you the question: do traditional relationship values still hold in modern dating world for women and men?
What?
Do traditional relationship values still hold in the modern dating world for women and men? Do you think
I don't
it
know
still
what
exists?
you're on about.
Bro,
What? Sorry.
Travis.
Bro, Kate. Why'd your girlfriend add me into this, bro?
It's a questionnaire, man. It's about relationships. She's doing a survey, a questionnaire. Do you believe that
Are you like a
what was
puppy
the
dog?
we go through the questions. Can you read the screen? Get the questions. Should a man ask a woman out?
Yo.
Right. Do traditional relationship values still relevant today in today's world?
Yo.
Right. What's another one there? Should a coffee date or a short date is okay or not?
Yo.
Right. Should it be 50-50, split the bill on the first date, or
Nah,
should
that
one
means you're
pay?
broke.
Say again.
Nah, if you're splitting the bill on the first day, you're broke as piss.
Yeah, right. So that's a no. Should everyone stop using dating apps?
Nah, dating apps are peak. You can catfish people.
That might, all right. And who should be the prize of the date?
Bro, Lexi, shush.
Yeah.
Yo. So are
So
you
what
like
was
a
it?
boyfriend?
Anyway, but I didn't hear your last answer. Who should be the prize out of the date, the man or the woman,
Definitely
or
my
both?
cousin.
Yeah, well, that doesn't count as an answer.
It does
Who should
now.
be the? So you would say the man should be the prize in a way.
Nah, probably the girl.
All right, there you go.
Nah, don't kick me out though.
No. Well, just keep it.
Okay.
Don't get us banned. Don't get us banned.
All right. So thank you for like acting on the behalf on my behalf, because I said like you're able to like talk on behalf of me if you need to on here, because I'm making it more like diverse. It's not always like
No, can you let Lexi in, please?
yeah we have Lexi here, but we just
So
have
are
to like
you,
see.
host? Are you trying to are you actually doing a survey for uni or something, or you're just curious
I'm doing a
about?
debate. I'm doing a debate server, so pretty much like a debate survey. Survey. So
Oh,
it's
okay.
like today. So that's why I'm asking. Like, I want to see people's opinion. Like, because like nowadays days, you get to see a lot of people like talk about like the dating world is like not traditional anymore.
Yeah, I'm actually impressed that these young people still do believe that traditional relationships are holding. I think it's very important. That's very good to hear.
Yeah, that's what I want to see. Like how the opinion comes from their end. Okay, so we're gonna add some. We're gonna add Lexi on.
Hey, don't mute him. Unmute him.
I'm not muting anyone, so I'm just letting you know. Hello, Lexi.
Hello.
All right, so age verification. Are you 18 plus?
Yeah.
And what's your age?
I'm 24.
Oh, so you're 24. Okay. So, the question is: do traditional relationship values still hold in modern dating world for women and men? What do you think of it? Do you think like the values of like the old fashioned way should still exist here for like dating in any types for women and men?
Sorry, what'd you say?
Do traditional relationships values, which is the old fashioned values from back in the days, should be still bring into the modern world in dating these days for women and men? What do you think?
Sure.
Yeah. And why is that you think it should be? Why are you saying yes for it? Like just like okay, do you think like the man should be asking the woman out into 2026? Okay, so this is why I can't have people who can't take on the cases on here, because that's why I'm very like having the questionnaire to see who I'm asking who's here, who's on the age verification, because we're gonna know there's gonna be trollers and there's gonna be people who's gonna waste my time. But it's all right.
No, not me.
But we're gonna see who's gonna be on here and who's gonna take on the cases here. So we got Christie's. Because right now, like at the end of the day, this is like something different I'm doing instead of like the LGBT thing that I always do with people. So I always like diverse my debates, everything around. So it's all right. All right, so Twisty, what's your age verification? 18 plus? Like, okay, so there you go. See, when I say 18, this is where I get to suss out who's going to be verifying on here or not. We got John wants to join up here.
Lily is lesbian. The hell, man.
All right, just stop it. Purple, just stop it. Okay, so John, age verification, 18 plus or what? What's your age?
I'm 18, yes. Oh, sorry, no, I'm not 18. I'm 29.
Are you
29? Okay. All right. So, do traditional relationships values still hold in modern dating world for women and men? What do you think of it? Do you think like the old-fashioned values still hold in this modern dating world for women and men?
I would say yes, to be honest. I know my sisters love the traditional values. Like, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, my sisters are the breadwinners in the relationship.
All right, stop. Purple, if you're going to be like interrupting in between, I'm going to kick you off.
Purple, how about you speak? How about you take the floor?
All right, you can ask the question to John. Go on. If you think you can ask the question to John, go ahead, Purple. Ask the questions. Be nicely and politely, please.
Nah, bro, I'm too cool. You do it.
All right, then do not interrupt me when I'm asking the question. Thank you.
Nah,
all right, so John, like I asked you, the traditional relationships, yeah? Do you think it still should be okay to follow through in the dating society?
I think it is up to the people in the relationships whether or not they want to follow the traditional values. Because I think some women today like those values. They like to be the stay-at-home mom. They like the men to be the breadwinner. So I think it's up to the people or the women or whoever's in the relationship to decide what they'd like to do in that relationship. So yes, it still holds in modern dating world. Yes.
Okay. Also, do you think like men should ask women out on 2026?
I think they should, but I don't think they do. I think they're lazy. And so I think it's very much a question of like, hey, what are you doing? Or very last minute asking them what they are doing instead of an actual plan and actually locking in a date to see them. Or they either cancel very last minute. This is not from personal experience. Actually, it is because I am a man and so I know how it is.
So what happened exactly? Do you think like the woman's been asking you out or you've been
no. I'm gay. So this is just my point of view. I have a lot of friendships with other women, but I don't think men really do know how to ask other people out on a date, to be honest.
How about like if you were asking another person out, like just so like if you were asking your same gender or whatever it is, just example like besides here, like who do you think is gonna be like more approaching? Like you're gonna be the approacher, or you think the other one's gonna be the approacher?
As in terms of men or women, who would be the one more inclined to ask the other person out? Probably men, but I just don't think they have any follow through.
Okay, follow through. Okay, and also, what do you think of coffee dates? Do you think it should be okay, or you think it's not okay to go on coffee dates instead of like like a short date thing?
I love a coffee date. I'm not gonna lie. A coffee date is it's kind of like a screener for me. I'll see if it's a good, like if we're having good conversation to follow through with like a second date. So for me personally, I think a coffee date is fine. If there are other girls in this chat, I'd like to hear from them because I know there's like opposing views on that.
Okay, so there is girls in here, and you're able to stay on here down a track. Just I just want to ask all the verification questions before I go to the girls and boys in here as well, because I'm very diverse here as well. So we're not gonna play like.
Oh, okay. So Big Bear just said, I have asked women out in the past and have been called a creep. I'm out, never asking again. Now, I want to know what Big Bear's. How does he ask women out?
Okay. If Big Bear wants to come up here, he can. or else he can ask it on his comment down below. It's up to him. But at the end of the day, like, yeah, so he has asked women, and then the woman calls him a creep.
Yeah.
So I like to know why that,
Yeah.
you know.
But like John said, I agree. I'm an old man, right? It's much harder these days. The pressure is greater on men to actually do anything so brave as to ask a woman out, because I think if we could actually encourage that in men, young boys and men today, and make the women aware that calling them a creep's going to break. That's not good. Even if you don't mean it, a lot of them use it as a defense. They say, "Oh, I don't want you," but it should be
They keep
if
saying
someone
like, I
asks
have a boyfriend, or like,
just say something nicer, because man, it's not easy asking people out, and just set the
Yeah.
general rule that if you just not interested, say no. That's it. Don't say creep, and don't scream and carry on. It's hard enough as it is to ask you out. And then you wonder why, because then you wonder why men don't ask people out. Well, because it only takes one time to get so badly rejected and hurt, you'll never do it again. Like Bear said, it happens to a lot of men. Not all men are confident and chads, So I reckon that would be a good rule of thumb for young people.
I think sometimes people kind of use maybe an offense or something that's an insult pretty loosely, because they felt awkward, and it was kind of a way of, I guess, declining them and making them know that they are not interested in a very rude way. I feel like sometimes people don't know how to take no for an answer and are very incessant on continuing to pursue asking another person out. And so, yeah, I think that's why some people result in an insult, even though I don't agree with the way, like, if you're going to if you're going to say no and you're going to insult someone, that is not the correct way to say, no, I'm sorry, I'm not interested. But I think it's like the incessant pursuing after a no. I think girls sometimes have built okay, I'm just going to say an insult so that you don't pursue this anymore, because it's kind of like something that they've dealt with constantly.
Yes. I agree, man. I agree. Actually, that's right. And having said that, yes, if you ask a girl out and she says no, just leave it. Right? Leave it. Walk away. Don't think that you ask 100 times she's going to say yes. No, you're just going to make it worse for every other guy. What I found is best: just ask them once and walk away. If they say no, walk away. Thank you for your time. Walk away. You might find she'll think about it, and then she'll start thinking about it over time, and you might she might approach you and ask you, are you still interested? So don't rush. Don't ask them out too many times. Just
Greatness.
Yeah.
That's a very great answer from all viewers to hear from your opinion. So also I want to ask you as well, John, Purple, before you interrupt, because I did ask you before not to interrupt unless you want to like host like the questions for someone else. Like I'll ask you very nicely before. So now right now let me do my conducted questions. Okay, so for John, I want to ask you, do you think everyone should stop using the dating apps like at the moment and just like going to face to meet each other, and then like when you see someone there, connecting with someone in face to face is more better, or you think like they should carry on with the dating apps still in these days?
I think in this day and age, everything is, very digital, and you are able to make connections with people that you wouldn't necessarily be able to meet in real life. So I think the dating apps are a great use of connection and getting to know someone. I think it's sometimes people are just too comfortable behind the screen, and they don't actually it doesn't actually lead to a meetup or a date. And sometimes you need to be proactive in asking someone out and, escape that, online or virtual interaction. So I definitely think dating apps are great. Do I prefer meeting someone out in real life and then being asked on a date? I think I definitely would prefer that, but I think that's also very rare. But I think in terms of women, I think they are more likely to be approached By a man, I'm not too sure. Maybe they are more likely to get approached in person, but online it's a bit difficult. I'm not sure. And everyone asking if I'm gay, yes, I am gay. Like, sorry, like it is
Don't
very
worry, like,
obvious in my tone and the way I speak, yes. But
yeah,
I
yeah,
just
yeah.
keep
But
seeing
the
the
thing is, like,
comments.
we don't judge you for what you are at the end. So that's why I want to ask you from your opinion, because
Yeah.
I don't really care. Like at the end of, like I'm a trans woman at the end of the day.
Period.
Just to let you know that at the end of who I am. But I don't really care who's who at the end. I respect everyone here. So we have to respect everyone regardless of what gender, sexuality they are. So
Xena, I'd
that's
love to hear your point of view then, as a
okay.
trans woman and dating.
Mhm.
What is your experience in terms of
Mhm.
online dating apps, meeting men in person? How do you find it?
So my partner I met was in person. I met him
Okay.
in the psych ward. And the thing is, like, I never go on a dating app to meet him. But all the times I met all my partners are not through the dating apps as much. I rarely go on a dating app as much as I do. I sometimes do through the dating apps, but I just find it really like shallow with the man's. Like the man's like I tell him up front who I am. There's no hiding. There's no like BS around me. It's who I am. It's my identity. It's who I am. But at the end, I just find it like there's no connection as much as when I meet these people from dating apps compared to like people in face to face in person.
I have a question.
I think that's universal, actually, and it's not really talking about these kind of things about how people meet is universal, whether you're male, female, or trans. I think that we can all bind. It's difficult to find someone who likes you and you like them to form a relationship. Each sex and gender and trans has different issues, different. There's a whole difference. But the problem is these apps I don't think they can fill the need of actual human to human contact.
Yeah.
The human to human, real life interaction. These apps, I noticed, only give you a part of that.
Yeah, they give you partial.
That's partial, and you can't read the person's eyes, their personal expressions in every little moment when you're with them. And I think that's important to judge a character. Yeah, the quicker we can get an app that is safe to meet and then meet in person as soon as you can for a short coffee date. Nothing, not Tinder or hookups. That's a completely different story.
Exactly.
Just to get straight to meeting. And the other thing too, these apps, we could be 500 kilometers apart or 1,000 kilometers apart. It's too
exactly.
Your circle is too far. It's not in your local area where you can just go and visit and go on a date somewhere. It needs to be more localized, but it's very hard to do that while people are doxing each other badly here. That's all.
That is true. There is people like doing apps and then they don't like it. They put it on their social media and that's nonsense. That's not cool. There's people doing that for content. It's not acceptable.
I agree. Sometimes people are just uploading profiles or any sort of conversations that they have with people online for clout when that should just
stay private.
Stay private, correct? Yeah.
Yeah, Lexi, just chime in, just talk whenever you want to say something.
John, are you famous?
No, I'm not. Why are people saying that?
Because you have a lot of followers.
Oh. No, it's just videos that went viral, but no, I'm not famous.
At the end of the day, like also Lexi, like before I ask you questions, before I ask John the question, who do you think is the prize here? Who do you think it should be? Like, should be a man or woman, or should be like the woman and the man, or should
wait, who's getting a prize?
Who should be like the prize? Like, just like if you are like in a relationship, regardless of like if you are with a woman or man or man or man or woman,
I'm
who
not
do you think is the
lesbian.
prize? Huh?
Hey host, did you say
I'm just saying in general, who do you think should be the prize? Should be like both parties, like that connects, like the person that's gonna be like your person you're gonna be like with.
Someone wants to join and answer the question.
Yeah, in a minute. Just hang on for a second. I'm asking John a question first.
Oh, so me? Okay,
yeah,
it's me.
The prize.
Yeah.
Who do you think is the prize? Who do you think is the prize? It should be like
I don't think there's a specific person that is a prize. I think what you guys are able to develop with each other, I think that is probably the prize at the end of the day. I think each person would probably see each other as the prize, but I think oh my god, I sound corny, like building something with each other would probably be the prize. Like, I'm not gonna look at someone just because like we're in a relationship and see your prize, because at the end of the day, I might think like 3 years later, you're trash. Like, I'm still getting to know you. But like, I think the prize is actually building something meaningful with each other would be the prize instead of the person that you're actually in the relationship. I don't think the person that you're dating should be the end all be all. I don't know what the line is, but
That's right.
yeah.
That's well said. Yeah, actually, that's right. Like, I know the question is there because today a lot of society might see the male or the female or certain person out of that date who is the prize. If you get her or you can get him or whatever, that's the prize. You know, it's not about winning, and then it's not. It's about, because you've got to build a relationship, and I would take my hat off to anyone that can maintain a relationship for years and years and years and years, raise kids, and go through all the trouble of staying together, because it is hard today. I can't do it. I've failed. But anyone that does it, man, it's very, very difficult. So that would be the prize, when two people meet and then you're together for a decade or more, and you got kids, you got all the stress, all the life, and you're still together. That is the prize. And that's that. So yeah, don't take relationships lightly, because they're a lot of hard work. It's not as rosy as you always think.
Xena, can you add Fletcher in?
In a minute. Just right.
It's been a minute. I'm sorry, honey.
Before I even ask you a question, because I haven't go through your list.
Shouty, are you single or are you taken?
I'm sort of married at the moment, but my wife's overseas. But I've had many breakups and many disastrous relationships.
You just say sorta? Do you have a side or something?
No, I don't have any kids, fortunately, at the moment. But I tell you, like I said, man, it's when I look at people who do, because I've had a lot of issues in relationships. You break up here and you break up there. Anyone that can stay in a relationship through all thick and thin is a really legend, you know, men and women.
Yeah.
How are you sort of married?
Well, I got married a few years ago, but she's overseas, and so I got to go over there, and we have a bit of an immigration issue. So,
So did you get married online?
No, I went over there to see her. But look, that I wouldn't recommend it. Stick to people in the country. It's a lot easier because there's no immigration
Wait,
rules.
so why don't you just divorce her?
No, we got a relationship, and I'm old, man. I'm not looking for anybody else.
Wait, how old are you?
I'm 55.
Damn. Oh, cool.
Yeah, man. So, like, I've had many girlfriends when I was young, and you can do a lot of damage to yourself emotionally if you do flirt around and don't take it serious. It's a very serious business, getting in a relationship.
Hey, host. Host. I have a question. Well,
What's
I
the
don't know how to
question?
say your name.
John, I have a question.
What is it, dolls?
Do you take it up the arse?
Of course, darling. Do you?
Why?
Come on.
Fucking if I
You
do.
can ask that question. Listen. F2, whatever it is. You can ask that question again. You'll be out. You'll be out.
He obviously takes it up the ass too. So that is why he wants to know.
But it sounds like John can handle himself. So, but yeah, just be
he takes it up the ass too, and he obviously, I don't know. I think he probably takes F21. So fuck 21 inches is what his username might mean.
How'd you know,
darling? You're doing amazing. I just know your asshole is probably gaping. So go off, my love. I love that for you.
Don't want to get banned.
Kisses.
Come on, it's this app. I love free speech, but we will get banned really, really quick, and we'll lose this.
Yeah, I think that's why I'm trying to keep it minimized.
Yeah.
That's why I'm trying to be a little bit more strict on. Like,
I love free speech. Well, you can handle it, but this app, the algorithm will block and ban everybody. We'll all lose our accounts and crap. Anyway,
it's not going to ban me, but it's going to make my life restricted. But it has not,
right.
which is good.
Xena.
No, that's good.
Yes.
Travis, it's Xena.
Like what? Did you say you're on a dating app while you have a boyfriend?
No, I'm married.
Oh, that's even worse.
No, she found her boyfriend, met him on the date. Didn't you say you met him and then you met straight
I
away?
met him in a psych ward.
Yeah. Look,
and actually, like in person, that's the thing.
Yeah. I think
we actually met in person, and then we actually like being in person. So it was not for a dating app.
Me and Travis are dating in person.
Yeah. Do you? That's what. Well, I'd recommend it. I reckon get to know them in person. Before the dating app, meeting people on the dating app and on the online is that's just for fun. But don't. I would go and meet people in your local area.
Yeah, that's what I did. I met him for the local area, and he only lives 5 minutes away from me. And
but you're married. Why don't you live in the same house?
We were in the same house, but I prefer to have my part-time times where I can.
Then what's the point of being married?
Sometimes you can be married, you can be wherever you want. But we're looking for a house. But the thing is, like at the moment, like we're still planning through it. It's not like there's no plans.
Live out in the middle of the desert, you might get a cheap one. In the cities, it's impossible.
Like he has a house, he has his own house establishment, but he uses it for renting. So I don't really care. But the thing is, like
live
right
in
now,
a tent.
Well, see, that's what it comes back to what I'm saying. Once you get a relationship, I know you guys are young girls and young, right? Once you get a relationship, you have to start thinking: are you going to stay together long enough to have kids? Then you got to buy a house. And you got to have a job all the time. You got to pay bills. So it's a big commitment.
Me and him already come to a conclusion. We don't want
John,
kids.
do you take it up the arse?
Yeah, well,
I think we've already established that. But onto your point, Shouty, I don't think.
Yes, he does, K-Does.
Come on.
Do you give it or take it?
Well, F21 only takes it up the arse, and he only takes 21 inches up the arse.
Bro,
I do
what?
both. I do
Yeah,
both. So, do I have a picture?
Hey, please do not ask any inappropriate questions, or you'll be out.
So do you take it or give it?
We'll follow
Why do
each
you
other.
want to know? Why do you want to know?
I'm the host here, yeah?
What I do.
Listen,
in my
I'm the host
personal
here.
life?
I'm asking for a friend, bro.
I don't want to
asking
follow
for
any
F21
nonsense here,
now.
okay? I'm just telling you, I'm the host here. I'm running the show. I'm the boss of the show here. So
Shut your bait head ass up.
What'd you say?
Did I stutter?
I asked you very nicely. Are you gonna respect the boundaries here and follow the question through, or
Fucking TikTok, bro. Calm your titties.
if you're gonna be like that, I'm just gonna get you off. Say that again if I hear it again, because I'm giving you a warning right now. Your warning is like you gotta behave here. If you don't behave here, you're out.
boy.
Sorry, mommy.
I'm being serious. I don't play games. But I used to be a parent back then, so I used to be a stepmom, so I know how it's like to.
You used to be a parent.
I used to be a stepmom. I used to raise 3 kids, yeah? So it's not like I don't raise for kids.
Not kind of the
And
same,
the reason
yeah.
why I don't want kids is because I don't want baggage done a pat.
Bro,
I seen how
Travis,
they
you
are like.
Falcons clap, bro.
I do not want to go back with the kids. You know why?
Yeah, appreciate it, bro.
Who's your husband?
Yeah.
Don't dox yourself.
Say you met him in his sock. What is
Unfortunately, you can't say too much personal details on this app because people dox you. You know.
Hey, Shouty.
Yeah, of course they can dox
yes.
me. But I'm on social
How come
media
your
everywhere,
profile
so it's
picture's
not like
a geeker?
Hey.
Profile picture looks like they just smoke 5 cones.
Yeah, that's Peppy the Frog. He's
Like a
internet famous.
character.
Peppy. He's yeah. It's very like kids are another thing you've got to be prepared for when you start a relationship. Yes.
How many cones have you sunk in your life?
Oh, not many. No, don't do a lot of weed. I used to drink a lot. Though.
Okay. This is going out of topic. I don't want to. I do not want to have some people asking Shorty inappropriate personal questions that he does not want to answer. But it's okay if
John
you
wants to
answer or
answer his
not.
questions, but
But this topic is going out of topic. The topic is supposed to be in the middle. We're not going to go out of topic, and I'm going to make sure that everyone sticks to the topic here. So Lexis, I'm going to go to Lexis now. But if you're gonna interrupt me again, F21, I'm going to take you off. That's it. I'm going to be very freaking like.
Giving me nuggets. Sorry, mommy.
Just like I'm being serious. You know how I tame the dogs, yeah? I'll treat you like all the animals I'm with. If you're gonna play,
All the animals you're
unfair
with.
with me, I will take you off. I don't care.
All the animals you're with.
All right, so Lexi, So the question is right now, Lexi, because is your question? Now to answer the question.
Today,
All
Junior.
right, thank you. Bye.
Shut
Anyone
up,
else
sugar
want to
tits.
ask you a question? Thank you. All right, so Lexi, the question is: do traditional relationship values still hold in modern dating world for women and men? What do you think?
You've already asked me this.
No, you didn't answer before because I didn't
Yeah, I
answer.
did.
You sure? So I want to ask you one more time because you weren't offline before then when I was trying to ask
Wait,
you a question.
Xena, what's the question?
About relationships. Do you want a relationship with an underage kid?
What? Sorry?
No,
What's your
nothing.
question?
Who's saying the question? Who's saying?
What's your question?
I'm sick of this nonsense, okay? I'm taking you both off. Thank you. All right. So the question is, right now, traditional relationships values still hold in modern dating world for women and men. What's the answer from there?
I have already answered this.
No, you didn't answer the question.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, you went offline.
No.
If you're gonna if you're gonna deny me, one second. If you're gonna deny me, I'm gonna take you off because I know like you asked, you say you want
Yes.
some. If you're gonna deny me, I'm being serious because like this is a question. It's for adults from 18 plus, yeah. And if you're gonna be a kid and you're gonna answer like you're gonna answer like a kid, I'll take you off because I'm not gonna play games here. Okay, so the question is, do you think? What was that? I heard you said.
It's a kid. He's a kid.
All right, thank you. Lexi's
No.
gone. Bye. All right, next. So right now we got Rowan. Okay, Rowan.
Hello.
The question is, before I ask you the question, age verification 18 plus. Are you 18 plus?
18.
All right, 18 plus. Do traditional relationship values still hold in modern dating world for women and men? What do you think of it?
Yes.
And the thing is, like, why do you think so?
Because it always worked.
It always works. So you think like you
Yes.
should be like the one's gonna be like the one's gonna ask to go out. So you think like a man should ask a woman out in 2026,
Yeah.
and why is that?
Imagine women in 2026.
Turn the music off, Lily. You turn the music off first. I'm gonna take you off. All right, thank you. Thank you. All right. At the end of the day, like, what do you think? What do you think? Should it be?
Sorry, I'll let you go.
So, do you think the man should ask a woman out in 2026,
Yeah.
and why is that?
Because it's normal. Men have always asked women out first,
Yeah.
but I don't know. It's more like a masculine thing to do.
Okay. So you still believe in that kind of traditional values. Okay.
Yeah.
And also, like, do you think like should coffee dates should be okay or not okay?
I think it should be okay. I don't drink coffee. I don't drink it at all. But I think going out somewhere in public together, just to hang out or basically go on a date is normal.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what do you think of 50-50 on the date? Do you think like the person who asks out should be paying all the thing, or do
I
you
think
think
the
like
man 100% should be paying.
you think the man should be paying? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So at the end of the day, the question is, what do you think of the apps, the dating apps? The dating apps. Do you think it should be existing still, or do you think it should go back to the traditional way where people face to face and meet each other that way?
Oh well, I am. It's banned. I can't get on it at all. I think we should still have it. Yeah. I
Okay.
think we should still have dating
Why
apps
do you think why do you think they still have it?
because nowadays it's quite hard to go out to see someone your own age. So you can use these online apps to have like you can ask out for girls from like different areas where you might never see them.
Yep.
Yeah.
Anything else that you think that should go through the dating app?
We should
you
go
said
through the
something,
dating app.
yeah, you said something about like like how age and you meeting different kind of women and everything from different ages and everything.
Yeah.
So you think like meeting in person is hard for you, or do you think it's easier for you on the app?
Yeah, I do ask out people in public, but it's like you get turned down all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And like if you do meet them, they're either too young or either too old.
Mm-hmm.
So if I could use a dating app, it'd be way more easier.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But I never used one before. I can't download it at all.
Yeah. Does Jordan need to say anything to Rowan or something, or you're good?
Oh, no, I was going to say, yeah, that's right. I think dating apps are useful, but I think there's too much reliance. Like Rowan said, if you could use it to meet get a general group of people that you like, that you might be compatible with, you need to then take it off the app. So you need to go and meet up in a group or in person to start to really get to know them. That would be better.
Yeah.
So you've got to develop an app that you can firstly connect, chat, find out, it's got to be local based so that you could, you're going to be in generally the local area. You have to travel all the way across Australia. And then you could just meet up at an organised event to get to know each other and then resume after that. That would be the best way to do it at the moment.
Yeah.
All right, so we got a lot of people who wants to play music on here. I'll just take out the bad ones out here. So don't worry about the bad ones.
You remember me?
Yeah, no,
I'm
it's all right.
thoughtful.
It happens.
This is my other account. Don't kick me. I'll be a good boy. I'll be a good boy for mummy.
All right, so before I even
It's a
ask Justin, because before we even go to the next step, because I haven't asked like Rowan the last question. Who do you think is the price should be in the dating world? Should it be the woman, the man, or should it be both? Should it be the king and queen, or the queen and king, or should it be one of each?
Who should be in these dating spaces? Both genders?
Mm-hmm.
Well, what do you mean by that? Like,
I'm asking like, who do you think should be the price at the end in the dating world? Should it be the man or should it be the woman?
or who pays the price?
Yeah, like see it as a price.
After the dinner.
Yeah.
Man.
Mm-hmm. And why is that?
Yeah. Because it's the most masculine thing, and men should provide for women, and women should not work. Men should work.
And why do you think that
for the
way?
women? What? Because I have traditional values.
Mm-hmm.
Traditional European values. That the man goes out, provides for his family. The woman stays home, look after the kids, teach the kids, and do the other stuff for the family. And yeah, that's how I see it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's nice of your opinion to share it out to us here. All right, so we're gonna go to the next person, Justice. So Justice, are you there? Hello.
Yep. Hello.
So age verification, are you 18 plus?
Yep.
What's your age?
18.
All right. So the question is, do traditional relationship values still hold in modern dating world for women and men? What do you think of it? Do you think it should be like traditional values should be like still going through the dating world these days, or you think it should be like 50-50 or something?
I think sometimes that the traditional values are good, but also I reckon the modern dating world is also good at some states.
And tell me, why do you think it's good to have the modern world going through that way, and then why sometimes it's good to have traditional values? Why?
Because I think in this dating world, everyone wants is just, I can't say it, but
Is it like what is it? You can say apple means something inappropriately.
yeah,
Or okay, so apple means something inappropriate. Okay.
yeah.
All right.
So basically, all everyone wants in this modern dating world is apple. So that's why I think it's not a really good thing to have in here.
And also, like, what do you think
you
about
want kids?
What?
So at the end of the day, before we even go forward with the question, do you think like men should ask women out in 2026? Do you think they should be asking or not? Or you think it should be the reverse roll around?
I personally think it should be the man that asks the girl out.
And why is that?
I honestly think it's just because it's more of like a masculinity thing to do.
So that's traditional roles, you think?
Yeah.
Okay. And also, what do you think of like coffee dates? Should you think it should be okay to go on coffee dates, or you think it should not be?
Niggers.
All right, thank you.
Oh,
the person's gone.
Picked up.
All right. So, anyways, what do you think? Like, should it be 50-50? I mean, should it be like coffee dates? Do you think it should be okay? Coffee dates?
I personally think coffee dates are still good, but like not all the time.
And why is that?
Because you can't just keep doing the same thing over and over, and you have to be a little bit different sometimes.
But how about first impression? First impression for first date is coffees.
Yeah, first date, I reckon coffees are good. Yeah.
Okay, that's a nice answer to from your end. So the next thing I want to ask you is, do you think 50-50 on the first date is okay, or do you think the person who asks out should be paying for the thing, or do you think it should be like 50-50 no matter who asks out, you know?
Well, in my personal opinion, I don't know if people are going to agree, but I personally would not let a man pay for all of my stuff.
Okay. And why is that?
Because I feel like it's just not really the right thing to do.
Okay. So you think it should be like fair down on track in a relationship?
Yeah.
Okay. And also, I want to ask you another question. Do you think everyone should be using dating apps, or should they not be using dating apps?
Well, I personally think dating apps are sometimes a good thing, only because you can meet people in your age range. You can also meet people that are closer to you, but then at the same time, if you don't have a dating app, then you can easily just go out and meet people face to face.
So you think like meeting face to face is better, or do you think like dating apps is more better?
It kind of depends in what situation, because if you've gotten just out of the relationship and you're just too scared to meet anyone else, then I'd say a dating app. But if you're just wanting to start fresh or something like that, then I'd say go meet people.
Okay. Also, last question I want to ask you. Who do you think is the prize? Should it be the woman, should it be the man, or should it be both?
What do you mean by that?
Like, just so like in a dating world, who should be the prize at the end? Like, do you think like, you know, if you're on a date with someone, do you think that person's going to be your prize? Like, just so like you have the Prince Charming, or, you know, the princess with, you know, with specialness, you know?
Probably the woman.
So you think the woman should be the prize all the time?
Yeah.
But when it comes to like dating that way, that's what you think, okay? All right, so we got the next person up here. So how you say your name? The person that's, hello, how you doing?
Hello.
How should I call you?
Just call me Ben.
All right, Ben. All right, so age verification. What's
I'm
your age?
20.
All right,
Go
20.
back to your country, you geek cunt.
Hey, don't say that, please. All right. Anyways, I'm Ben. You there?
Yes, I'm there.
Does anyone want to ask the questions, the value stuff for Ben, or should I go forward with it?
No, go ahead to see what he says on the questions. It's very interesting to hear what people are thinking.
I'm Shorty, do you want to ask the questions for Ben?
Yeah, okay. Ben, you know what the drill is. Do you think traditional relationship values still hold today? Bishiki, Ben.
Well, the tradition, it's men always up, yes, but that's not right to me, because we need to be equal.
So you think that maybe that would be a no? It's not so relevant today.
Yes, because yes, we are getting older, and I think we need to be more equal now.
Yes. So that would be interesting. So your next question is, should man ask a woman out on a date in 2026?
Well, if he likes it and also girl does feelings, I think it would be a good thing. If the girl wants to.
I mean, honestly, what kind of question is that?
Well, it's just kind of it's interesting to see what people say these days. You know, is it still appropriate? Is it still a tradition or a value that?
What do you mean that is it still appropriate?
Well, it's still appropriate for some people. Might not be in this day and age.
I don't think that is even true. I don't think that's true at all.
Yeah, that's all right. I think it's still appropriate for a man to ask a woman. I think it works best that way. But
I mean, I think it's totally natural, and I don't think that that's even a question. That's even a question. I don't know. It's not even a question.
Well, what do you think, Ben? Because you don't really believe traditional relationship values hold, what would you say about?
Just let Shorty do the talking.
Yeah, I'm just going back to, because the traditional values would entail that a man asks a woman out. But so, Ben, do you see that maybe? No, you disagree?
I'll be quiet and let Ben answer.
Yeah, just let Ben. Yeah, I know. We're just hearing different points. So, Ben.
Well, what's the question? Because everyone's talking and I can't listen.
The next question is, we'll just get an answer. Should man ask the woman out on a date in 2026?
Well, he can, obviously.
But should he? Should it be?
If he likes it, I say he can ask it. But if the girl does not want to, well, it's over, I think.
Yes.
He can't just take the girl, you know.
Yeah. So he should do the approaching. Man should, So we'll put that as a yes. Should a coffee date?
Not necessarily.
Should a coffee date be is just a coffee date okay?
Yeah, why not?
Then should 50-50 split the bill be okay on the first date?
Well, I think that it's better for the man to pay first, to be a gentleman, and I think on the second date or third date, whatever, I think it's good to split the bill. But I think that in the first date, man has to pay full price, I think.
Right. So So you don't think that 50-50 should be okay on the first date?
I think so, yes.
Yeah. And one more is, should everyone stop using dating apps?
I think it's dangerous because you don't know people on the phone only. You don't know what they do in the living or what they can do to you when you meet up in real life. But yes, I think it's more good to just not on the phone.
Yeah,
that's my thing.
Yeah, so that would be people should they should stop using dating apps. And then the last one is a tricky one. Who should be the prize out of the date? It's a tricky one. Who should be the prize?
These questions
well, the
are kind of
prize
ridiculous.
in general. Who would be the prize in a date?
I don't know. The prize, I mean, you get a good relationship and feelings, I think, but yeah.
Would be the prize? What kind of question is that?
Yeah. Well, it's a tricky one. It makes you think that, well, is there a prize? What is the prize? Should either the man or the woman be the prize out of the date? And
Xena, why aren't you asking questions anymore?
Not necessarily.
I'm letting Shorty do all the talking for once because I'm taking a break for a bit. Yeah, just relax.
Oh.
So Ben would say, I think you would probably, because it's tricky. Because I said, I think the prize is either person should be the prize of the other one. Really. So.
I mean, I don't know. I kind of
feel like a prize. I mean. I don't know. They just got to know each other, but the prize, I don't understand even that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't. Honestly, it doesn't make sense. The question does not make sense.
The question does make sense. Okay, just in a dating app, yeah. Just say if you're going on a date, yeah. Okay, so Ben, I'm asking you, if you're on a date at the end of the day, who do you think is the prize? Do you think it should be the woman, or do you think it should be the man, or do you think it should be both when it comes to dating? Like, do you see each other as like, you know, like you wanna like see someone as glorifying as the prize in dating?
I mean,
the
sure,
prize that would be them paying with
you
a bet.
can ask that, but at the same time, it's like all the questions that you asked before that.
Yeah, the question is all of that we're going through, like the 4 criterias. Like, should men ask women out on 2026?
Sure. I mean, I want you to ask me the questions.
I'll ask you in a minute. Because I'm asking Ben right now. Because we're going from turn by turn. Is that okay? Is that okay, Screen?
He already told you that it does not make sense.
We could put Ben down as Ben might agree with there is no prize, but each person should be the prize of the other, maybe. But
do you mean by getting
you've answered
a girlfriend or
Ben's
boyfriend?
questions this entire time.
Yeah. Well, it is tricky. But what actually, host, with you on screen, maybe because this is the host questions. I'm just helping out, right?
Yeah.
I don't really know the host, but so maybe screen, if you ask the host what she means, why? Because it's a survey she came up with, and she's just asking people's general opinion. Maybe ask her what the meaning of the survey is in her world. Maybe I don't know.
And I'm not trying to be disrespectful.
Yeah, I know.
And
I know.
it's not my goal whatsoever. But
so what?
I don't know.
You
You've asked Ben these questions, and each time that he answers them, you honestly give him your own answer, and then you're like, yeah.
Well, because it's
Xena.
tricky,
What do you mean?
Yeah.
All right.
Xena,
So basically,
what do you mean?
So basically, if Screen wants to ask me the question, it's up to him. But Bradley, you can wait for your turn as well, because we're going by turn by turn. But the thing is,
I'm just saying. I'm saying, what do you mean by like all your questions? Like, where do these come about?
The question is about relationship nowadays, modern or traditional, pretty much going through. But the thing is, like, if you want to answer the question down a track with me, yeah, you're free to like wait for your turn, because I don't want to have people like barging through the questions.
No, I'm not going through. I'm just saying. I'm just going off the back of Shouty's like question. You know, why did you come up with these? Like, because people are confused.
The reason why it's been going on, because there's a lot of For You page going on my page, and it's really driving my head in with all this kind of like dirt and crap going on. That's why I want to ask the question here to make a debate.
Okay. Is it more personal towards you, like
no,
your
it's not personal to
relationship?
No, it's a general question. It's a general question.
It's a general
question. General.
Yeah.
Pussy,
but at the same time,
I just want to clarify. I just want to clarify, like, you know, if I'm going to ask or answer a question, like, I want to get a little bit more insight to, you know, where it's come from and why you're actually asking these questions.
Yeah, because there's a lot of people posting.
Honestly, you can look and ask, where do these questions come from? But they're very general. Do traditional relationships values still hold in modern dating world for women and men?
Yeah, I get that. But I
think it's a very easy question.
I just thought it might have been a little bit more personal, because, you know, if you want to get like in depth with a person, and actually find out the proper, you know, like what they've experienced and stuff, then you'll get the proper answer. Otherwise, people are just gonna just Google it basically and go, that's the answer for them. But if you actually find a personal answer from someone that's experienced
that's what she's doing, is she wants a personal answer.
And that's what I'm trying to clarify. I just want to understand like further.
Don't clarify, just answer the question.
All right, so
when it's my turn.
Okay, so Bradley, you're gonna be next. Okay, so Screen, you can ask me the question, or I'm gonna ask you the question, because we haven't asked.
Or I want you to ask me the question.
All right, cool. All right, so do traditional relationship values still hold in modern dating world for women and men. What do you think of it? Do you think like traditional should be still existing, or do you think like the modern world should be like the 50-50 kind of thing?
Well, I'm gonna ask you, what is your definition of traditional?
Traditional means like, okay, the old-fashioned way, where I see like the man pretty much like goes off and, you know, be the traditional like paying first and then provide and just lead, instead of like the woman leading, because there's a lot of boss babe nowadays wanting to lead. Okay,
So what you're saying is like the men are the providers, and
We'll go with the question later on, the prize at the end, but we want to ask the general question. The general question is, do you think traditional roles should still exist, or do you think like it should be modern nowadays, like where it should be like neutralized?
Well, my next question would be define modern.
You haven't answered my question yet, so I haven't even heard from your answer.
Well, I'm trying to ask you the question, but I need you to clarify what exactly
your
question means. Well,
I'm giving you the clarification. So the clarification
you're interrupting me.
Do you think like women should ask a man out, or men should be asking the woman out in traditional roles, which is like?
And well, I can go right back and ask you what you mean by traditional, because it doesn't make sense.
Okay, so if you want to ask me and clarify me, that's fine. But the thing is, like, you go for it. I don't mind, but I'll ask you again afterwards. This.
I mean, that made no sense, sweetie. I'm sorry.
What do you mean? What do you mean it makes no sense? I'm asking you a very symptomatic question: is do traditional?
But I'm also asking you a very simple question to define traditional and define modern.
All right, so let's just say traditional is like, okay, we follow the old values, means like the man has to be paying first in the first date, because I'm talking about the first impression of dating. So should the man be asking, you know, out instead of the woman asking out? So modern days, now these days, women want the feminist. I'm not a feminist or anything. I'm just saying at the end, they want to be pretty much like gender neutralized in modern days. But the thing is, in traditional, it's like more like in gender roles. Like,
so I do understand what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna answer your question for like your standpoint, but at the same time, you still have not given me a good definition of traditional or modern. But your question is.
Wait, you're not listening to what you're not listening to what she's saying though. She's saying
no.
Just
I
answer
am
the question.
I am.
No, you're not.
No,
you're not listening. Answer the question, and then we'll go.
Fine.
We'll go like deeper later. That's what she's saying.
I just said that,
listen,
Bradley. Bradley, I just said
so
that.
So answer the question,
You
and
were
then we'll
not
go.
Needed.
We'll deep.
Hold on.
We'll deep dive.
You were not. You're not needed. Do traditional relationship values still hold in modern dating world for women and men? No.
Oh my god.
Why do you think not?
It's like talking to a brick wall.
Just let him talk, Bradley. It's okay.
Okay.
It's okay. I'll take care of this. So basically, why is a no? Why do you think like traditional is not available in the modern days?
Because your definition of traditional.
Just relax, Lily. I never asked you to interrupt.
It's like everybody wants to kick me and everybody wants to go against me, but at the same time,
you're not answering the question.
I'm not going against you. I just want to ask you a very simple, nice question. I'm being nice and polite here, and I'm being patient with your question with me. So yeah, I just want to go deeper to the question. That's why I'm asking you why.
Why do traditional?
Why you think it's not? Why you think traditional is not okay, and why you think modern is okay?
No, I never said that it wasn't okay.
Okay, then what's your answer?
My answer to your question?
Mm-hmm. You said the question never made sense.
Well, that's because there's a lot of nuance with your question.
What do you mean, like nuance?
Oh my god.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. I do. I actually do know what you're saying.
All right. So apparently Bradley doesn't know the definition of nuance.
Yeah. See, Xena, the problem is all these questions are very vague, and like you see with Screen, some people do need an actual reference in before they answer this question. See, what you've got there, I don't speak for you, Screen, but you intervene any time. But when you say traditional, and what Screen's saying is you need to give him a precise definition of traditional, because you have Chinese tradition, you have Australian tradition, you have European, African tradition. There's many different types of traditional, and this is how we're taught to think these days in a very global world. So that could mean anything. And to answer the question, and then when you look at the other questions, it leads back to the same thing. Once you've answered that first question, you generally have answered a lot of the other questions. So it's very confusing to the critical-minded person. That's why Screen's having... Yeah, sorry, Screen. Look, if I'm wrong, man, just tell me, right?
Thank you, Shouty. Thank you, actually, because, I've noticed, Bradley and then the person above Bradley just said, kick me, kick them, because they don't understand.
Right, man. Look,
understand what?
Well, like I said,
I'm gonna back off. I'm gonna go ahead and let Shouty take this from here because you want to say understand what?
Yeah. See, it's just we're talking past each other in a sense that, Bradley, you and I in Australia, we're trying to know how version of traditional relationship is. I'm 55 years old, so I can automatically think of a traditional value or some system that we had. Young people like Screen and others, they don't know that history, right? That was 40 years ago in a lot of ways, 50. So these guys today and young girls...
Well, hold on,
yes.
because I can understand where her question is coming from, traditional. I do understand traditional because where I'm at in America, we do have tradition. But at the same time, she wants to ask, do traditional relationship values still hold in modern dating world? And then you come into a whole lot of nuance. You come into a whole lot of differentiations. So if you want to ask somebody that question, you have to be able to back up and you have to be able to describe what you mean by this question, because
sometimes the question is very symptomatic, but I'll give you some basic scenarios. So if traditional relationships, before relationships, this is dating. Traditional dating is more should the man lead or should the woman lead? That's the thing. So if you think the man lead, then that's more traditional way. But if you think the woman lead nowadays days, that's more like the modern world days. But more nowadays days, you see people in modern world, they expect during world, the men have to make some kind of 6-figure thing. Okay? Back in the days, traditional was more okay, we made up, we go on a date, regardless wherever it is, it goes that way. Where you go on to a restaurant or anywhere, or the parks or the movies or anything like that. So I'm being realistic here because that's how it works back in the days. Maybe I was not in these olden days, but I still value the traditional roles of genders. Okay, even though I'm a trans woman, and I'm still gonna value my traditional roles of what I do as a wife because I'm married. Okay, but at the end of the day, for the dating world, it's pretty much okay. Should the world should be equalized in dating world, which is like the modern how they think it that way, or should it be traditional where it values where the man leads and pays and provides and should be in the masculine form while the female is in her submissive form, which is submissive energy, pretty much.
Yes. And for one, I want to thank you for sharing that with me. And to go along with your question, do traditional relationship values still hold in modern dating world for women and men? I will say that yes.
Okay. So
I'll answer your question, and I will say that those values still do hold. Yes.
Because if you're gonna go against the question, just you should be thinking the coffee date should be just the man doesn't make the bare minimum anymore in asking to go out. If the question was reversed around, I'm giving you the questions because all these questions are pretty much like going towards traditional roles that I'm trying to give you. But if you're gonna go and say against it, so you're pretty much like in the modern kind of like thinking it doesn't exist anymore. Just say like dating apps should not be used in the thing. But if you say like it should be used, then you're pretty much like going forward to the modern kind of society of thinking. So that's why I'm giving you like,
No.
So you think like traditional should still exist where the genders should be like, knowing where its place is?
Well, I mean, I will answer that and I will say no. Because it's no.
Then why? Why you think like? Why you think it's like?
Well, I mean, honestly, I feel like to answer your question, why would kind of be counterproductive because it's just not anymore. It's just not. There is no why. It's just not.
So you think like traditional
All
roles
right,
don't exist?
how about this then? Why don't you just like say your opinion instead of saying I don't know and why and I don't know why? Why don't you just say your opinion?
Well, I never once, Bradley, again, I never once said I don't know.
Don't gaslight me, mate. Just say your opinion.
I'm literally not gaslighting you, but you said.
Well, you've been gaslighting the whole time.
No,
It's just
you
please
said
honest
Screen
with your-
Supreme.
it's just
Why
please
did you say
honest-
I don't
please be
know?
honest with your
Or
opinion,
I
Dan.
don't know. I never said I don't know.
Just be honest, man. Stop like fucking beating around the bush, mate, and just get there. Get to the point. She just asked you a question. You keep going, oh, blah blah blah.
I'm talking to Xena, and you interrupted, and you falsely said that I said I don't know, and I never once said I don't know.
Now you're power baiting everyone because you're not actually just talking to one person. There's fucking 5 people in this chat, including yourself. So come on, bro. Just get to the point.
I mean, you can continue to gaslight me.
Okay, so
No,
let's not
say that I said
I'm
I
giving
don't
you-
know. I never once said I don't know.
Okay, so let's
I'm
not
giving you my direct opinion.
I mean, your direct opinion, you can give it to me, but you can literally look at me and say that I said I don't know, and I never once said I
You're
don't
dragging
know.
it. Just freaking. Oh my god.
Just relax.
Alright,
Just
so
relax.
Xena, ask the question again to screen.
Okay, so I'm
Yeah.
gonna ask the first question again from the start, which is the first simple question: do traditional relationship values still hold in modern dating world? Modern dating world for women and men means like, do you think like people still follow
partially, and I said yes, and I will answer it more descriptively, partially.
Okay, so at the end, the 4 criteria should
And
men
then,
ask a
then
woman?
Bradley came in and said that I said I don't know. That's
Oh
crazy.
my, shut up.
Just
Why are
relax.
you telling me
Right.
to shut up? I'm literally the one talking. Who are you?
You're talking in riddles now. Like, just get to the
No,
point.
I'm not talking in riddles. What are you talking about?
No, he's a bit like, he might be indecisive sometimes, but he needs a bit of like time to like get through the questions. So it's okay.
There was a lot of
No, it's
Kira join,
not that
please?
I'm being indecisive. You asked me the question, I answered it. Bradley doesn't like the answer, and whoever
No,
the
no,
person
no.
is above
No.
Bradley with the
No, I'm asking you the
thingy up there.
question. I'm asking you the question, a very straightforward question. Should men ask women out on a date in 2026? Because I'm going to be straightforward with you. I don't play like
If they
kind of like.
want to, if they want to.
So you think men want to? But what happened if it
What are
was
you
the,
talking about? Hold on. You asked me the question, I answered it, and then you want to
Yeah?
be like,
Okay,
if
so
they
so
want
what
to.
happened if the role
Yes,
was reversed
if they
around?
want to.
All right, okay, if that's fine. That's up to how you think that way. That's fine. But what happened if the role was reversed around? Like the woman asked the man out in 2026. What do you think of it?
Who cares?
Who cares? Okay, so
Who
that's your
cares?
opinion. Okay, we're going to the next question because
That's
I
my
don't want to
opinion.
have.
Oh my god, that's the reality.
Yeah, no, that's
Who
all right.
cares?
Yes.
All right, that's how you think. Okay, but that's your opinion.
Oh my
I'm just
god,
gonna go
that's
through the
how I think.
questions.
That's the reality.
That's
Do you
that's
think
your
a man?
that's your opinion.
No,
'cause
I'm
remember,
gonna turn it on you. Should a man ask a woman out in 2026? Should they? Yeah, if they really
obviously.
like the woman.
it
If they
depends
really like the
because
woman, then they should. Okay,
Yeah.
so let's reverse it. Should a woman ask a man out in 2026? Yes, if she really likes him.
But depends, because not every, because remember,
No, it doesn't
there's
depend. It doesn't depend. What are you
because
talking
remember,
about?
there's gonna be masculine energy and feminine energy at the end. And the thing is, it's more
The
natural for a
energy
woman
does
to.
not matter. What energy matters is if they like the person.
Yeah,
Hey,
but the thing is,
Xena.
Yeah.
Can I ask a
Okay,
side
Bradley.
for a
Okay,
sidebar?
Bradley.
what is it?
Can I ask for a sidebar?
What is that?
Like a question.
Oh my
for
god.
screen.
Oh my god.
Okay. Bradley wants to ask you a
Because he's
question.
on.
Bradley's
Only
gonna
because
ask
he's
you
on
a
the
question.
side.
Go. Bradley, you can ask him a question.
How many?
Yeah, ask me a question.
How many people have you asked out on a date? Screen.
Many of times.
How many
Many
is
of times.
successful?
I mean, I don't know how this is relevant, but I mean, I've asked lots of people on dates, and probably maybe I couldn't tell you.
How many
But I will
dates have you
give
been
you
on?
I'll give you a ballpark, maybe 3 or 4.
No, I don't need to know the number. How many dates have you been on?
You literally just asked for the number, and then you said I don't need the number.
Yeah, how many dates have you been on? You
Once-
missed
once-
my
okay,
previous
once-
question.
Once again,
You missed my previous question because what I actually said to you is
no. Do
Hmm.
not gaslight. Do not start gaslighting me.
no, I'm not. You're just not listening to people.
Yes, you are, because you just
That's
asked
when the
for a
word
number,
gaslight
and then I
annoying.
gave you.
It gets really annoying sometimes. I'm telling you this, okay? So Bradley's just trying to ask you a straightforward question. How many dates have you been on? That's it. He's asking you a very simple question.
And then I gave him a very simple answer, and then he said, I don't need a number, and then asked another question. What are you talking about?
But he did ask you how many dates.
Oh my god.
The first question was that. But
Y'all
the
are
second
crazy.
question was completely different.
No, okay, so ask me the first question, then ask me the second question.
Now you need to think about that because this is what you do. You don't listen
No,
to
I
it.
didn't have to think about anything. Just ask me the first question and ask me the second question. Let's go about it again.
All right, so ask it again. So Bradley's going to ask you the same question. Go.
First of all, you don't think before you speak, and that's a big issue.
Okay, but
second,
okay, so you're gonna start off with an insult. That's cute.
How many people have you been with?
How many relationships?
How many people have I been with? That's very vague. What do you mean by how many people I've been with?
And then I said, how many dates have you been on?
Oh my god, you never said that. You guys are nuts.
No. Who's getting to the point? Who's getting to the point? Go
you can't get to the point and ask me a question, and then I answer your question, and then you ask me another question, and then you claim that I never answered the first question. You guys are crazy.
We're not going against you or anything. Leading to something. As long as it's not doxing yourself and being too personal, just give a few numbers and see. I like to see where Bradley's going with it.
The numbers of what?
I don't think it's
the numbers of what. Hold on, the numbers of what? Because I've given you guys 2 numbers, and then you backtrack and say I never.
How many
did.
dates? Let's say he had 3 dates, Bradley. What do you say then? Like if he's had a few dates.
Thank you, Shouty. Thank you.
I understand what you're getting at. Bradley's trying to get to a point. I don't think it's a gotcha question. It's just we're teasing out.
No, I never thought it was. He asked me a question, and I said 3 or 4, and then he went on and asked another question, and I told him that I possibly could not answer that, and then he went on and on and on. So let's go.
So Bradley, the point you're trying to make is about something to do with the traditional relationships, man asking the woman out, and Screen ultimately said, it doesn't. If the person likes the person, they should ask them out. There's no should about it. You know, whether it should be a man asked. I think that was the point. Now, Bradley,
yes,
you're trying to find out. Because I think Screen is thinking way too much for some reason.
Hey, Shouty, can I just jump in for 1 sec? What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to figure out why said person is acting the way that he is. You know, it's a simple full question.
What are you talking about? That's a personal attack. What are you talking about? I'm acting the way I'm acting.
It's a simple full questionnaire on the chat, and
What are you, a lawyer?
for some reason you've just deflected all the questions.
Let me just sum it up like this. I think it's like
I'm sorry. This is really, really funny. This is actually really funny. Continue to talk.
It is funny.
But, yeah.
It is funny on your behalf. You've deflected all questions instead
No, I
of just
have
saying,
not.
all right.
I've literally answered the questions.
Yeah.
No, what's
Xena,
funny is the fact that you're trying to get me.
Xena, ask me the 4 questions, and I'll tell you.
No, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna
Yes, we
continue
are.
to talk, and you're gonna continue to ask me questions, and you're gonna try to get the gotcha.
Should a man and a woman ask each other out on 2026? Yes.
Oh my God, this is crazy.
Should
We've
coffee
done
dates
backtrack.
not be
Bradley,
okay?
Bradley,
it's
you
50-50.
have no basis. You have
Should
no basis.
50-50 on first dates
All right,
not be okay?
You have
Look,
no basis.
Honestly,
This is crazy.
Honestly, I enjoy 50-50 because that makes, everything better.
Oh my God, he's gonna force
And
himself. In.
should
He just
everyone-
asked himself
everyone
the
stop
question,
using dating
and
apps?
he answered the question himself.
All right, Screen.
It's
I
cute.
believe dating apps are a part of 2026. So
Oh my
yes.
God, you just totally lost, and then you want to backtrack. That's what's crazy.
No.
No, but I was just
We're
direct
just moving
and forward.
forward
and
because I don't want to
answered
waste
the
time.
question.
No,
I
it's
don't want to
not
waste time
moving
here.
forward. What we
Listen,
just
I don't want to
did
waste
was
time
not
here.
moving forward. What we just did moved backwards.
I think
No, we're moving
one thing
forward
I'll
right
just
now.
point out, Bradley, I don't think that it's Screen not thinking enough. I think Screen just went through a lot of thinking on this question. At the very beginning, Screen, there was a lot of trepidation and how to interpret the context of these questions. That's what
That's what I was trying to figure out.
Yeah,
I was trying to figure
Bradley's-
out his personality.
Yeah, Bradley's just trying to
Oh my
figure out.
God.
Bradley is just trying to understand your thinking, Screen. How did
Exactly.
And this is not meant to be an offense, but in the initial stages, until you understood what the context of this whole questionnaire, the traditional meant, you had a very moment where you went, no, I don't really think, and then you said yes when you understood the context. It's that that thinking process that he's interested in.
Yeah,
Well,
I feel like
No, sure, I can.
I feel like
answer
you're being hurt.
The
I
initial
feel like you've been
question,
hurt
but,
before.
Bradley wants to talk over me.
Yeah, I feel like you've been hurt before, and that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, are you
No,
okay?
it's not that it has nothing to do with what I've been hurt and this and that.
Are you sure?
It is no, I'm positive. It is the question. Do traditional relationship values still hold in modern dating world for women and men? I have got to understand the context of each word. Do traditional.
But
What is your definition of
It's
traditional?
got a question mark. It's just a question
What?
mark at the end. You don't have to
No,
don't
it's
have to
not
get the
the
context.
question mark at the end. That's ignorance.
But Bradley, I think what
No,
you're
it's-
trying to understand is, look, young people today, man, and I'm not pointing
bro.
at Screen, but I've talked to a lot of young people. They are very taught to think very critically, and it's very
They haven't been
crucial
trained
that
at all.
well, no, they have.
Oh my God,
I know
you're
what you're
ignorant.
saying, but they have actually been trained in a way that we weren't. And that's what you're trying to figure out.
exactly.
Screen,
Yeah, exactly.
Screen,
That's
Screen,
your
what you're
ignorance. You just
seeing.
admitted to your ignorance right there. Where
Yeah,
when
well,
you
yeah.
exactly.
But that there it comes
We're not to
both
give
ways.
out
man.
bad names
Yeah.
here. Okay.
See, Screen, what happens is what we were never taught the things you were taught and the way you think in schools and universities, not just you personally, us older
Yes,
fellas.
sure, we had to learn. and that's-
men, women,
that's
kids. That's
ignorant.
where we're having, that's exactly what Brad's trying to understand, the thinking processes that led, and you're seeing his thinking processes as very inferior because yours
Well,
is very analytical. That's why you're
I'm
trying
not
to
saying
do.
I'm not
Yes.
saying his thinking process is because he asked me questions and I answered them, and then he backtracked to answer the questions of the prompt himself.
See, we have a very that is a thinking process that you're dealing with.
We have
That's
a
my-
unique style of
It's a
getting
very
information from people.
Maybe
It's
because
what you would. Yeah.
maybe the Screen was from America. Screen, are you from America?
Yes,
Oh,
I
he's
am
gone.
from America.
Which state are you from?
What do you mean I'm gone?
What states are you from?
It just changed
The
in the
states
chat.
of where I'm from
Mm-hmm.
in America.
Yeah, what states are you from? Like, are you from like California? Are you from like Texas? Are you from like Florida? Are you from like
Is that
you know what I mean?
relevant?
I just want to know which region you're from. That's all.
East or West Coast will do.
Okay, West Coast,
I
whatever.
mean, it's not relevant.
We don't want to
Okay.
dox him. Yeah, people can't. You can't
I'm
really.
not doxing or anything. I just want to know like what.
No, I know, but other people,
where
it
you
happens
related
on
from.
WhatsApp.
That's all. But it's all right.
Yeah.
It's not an issue. All right. So
I
at the
mean,
end of
but
the day,
it's not relevant.
Yeah.
all right. That's fine. That's fine. Let's move on. I don't know. I do not want to carry on with this whole thing. Okay. When someone says, yeah. All right,
Xena
so-
is actually pretty serious about this survey. I take it, but I don't know. It's not for a uni project. I don't know Xena. I
It's
just
not
came
that
up
I'm
with it.
very serious about it, but it's like you guys.
Yeah.
I do debate every
the questions on the prompt are very ignorant.
How would you think the questions are ignorant on here?
I'll tell you right now that these questions are ignorant because it's your definitions of traditional, your definition of modern, and your definition of women and men is very ignorant.
Okay. But
is that just how you personally feel?
No, I mean, sure. You can ask me, is that how I personally feel? I just said it, Bradley. Obviously, it's how I personally feel.
You're
You're so
first time.
ignorant in yourself. I'm sorry, you're so ignorant
But you said
in
no.
yourself.
You said no the first time, and then you said sure.
Break down that
I
ignorant
said
bit
no
there,
to
now,
what?
Bradley.
Do traditional relationship values still hold in modern dating world for women and men? The reason I said no at first is because you could not give me the definition.
So the definition is like, okay, it's just like if you were on a date, okay.
And then I said yes because I went ahead and I stooped to your level of what
I'm not saying it's to your level, I'm saying
what you guys in your brain think that traditional is, what you guys in your brain think what relationship means, and women and men. Point blank period. You guys
tell you
can't tell me.
I understand what you're saying, bro, and this is where we're having the friction, is because we, like, let's say Brad and me and other the older guys sometimes, and maybe a different view of the world, have a very specific view of what that is. This comes to that binary, non-binary argument, and we come from that position.
It almost.
And, yes,
okay. Hold on.
Yes.
Pump the brakes, because we can get into the binary of it, but that is not even where I'm coming from.
Okay.
Where I'm coming from is the initial question is, do traditional relationship values still hold in modern dating world? We can cut out the women, we can cut out the men. Just cut out that last part of the question. Just consider, do traditional relationship values still hold in modern dating world?
Right.
What is your definition of traditional? What is your definition of modern? And actually, what is your definition of relationships?
Yeah. All right. I can give you that answer.
You first.
I'll go first, since I'm the host here. Okay. So traditional, it could be any. Traditional means like you value the gender roles from the previous time, which is like the olden days where the man or the woman, but the woman's the one's going to be luring the man to ask the man out. For the man to ask the woman out. I mean, the woman is going to lure the man in for the man to come to approach the woman in some kind of way. That's what
that
women
is never
are built on.
that hasn't. Hold on. Let's do this one by one. I'm not trying to interrupt. Traditional.
Well, you are.
You're deaf. I am. Thank you.
You are interrupting.
Your definition of traditional is the man. Yeah, don't worry about it, Bradley. Your definition of traditional is the man is the leading role. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that hasn't always.
Who's tradition?
No. Be quiet. Exactly. Who's tradition? That hasn't always been tradition.
So why?
We're all fucking humans, right? It doesn't matter what color skin we are.
Oh my God, Bradley, you're so ignorant. You are not historically.
We're all the same.
You are not historically inclined
we all breathe
whatsoever.
All right, Screen.
But we all breathe the same air. So what's the?
Oh
what's
my
the problem?
God. Oh,
Bradley,
this
just
is a
let's
this
go
is
and
a
answer
this
the
is a
question.
typical tactic.
Yeah.
This is a typical tactic.
No.
So your
What?
definition of traditional
So,
is
what do you think?
different. Your definition of traditional is different than historically speaking. Point blank. Period.
All right. So, what do you think of traditional roles should be in modern
Traditional roles.
like back in
Well,
the days?
you can ask me that along
I already asked you.
any. You
I
can
was answering it until you interrupt me, and I was kind of rude of you doing it. But the thing is, I don't
No,
really care.
I didn't rudely
You
interrupt
were
you.
interrupting me.
I spoke up and I asked you to define each word that we were talking about
I was
because
doing
I
your
spoke
answer
of
until you
traditional,
interrupt me.
I spoke of relationship, I spoke of modern, and I spoke of dating. And I told you, whenever I spoke up, I told you I'm not trying to rudely interrupt you, but I want to talk about each of these terms separately.
All right, so at the end,
What do you?
I'm trying to do it. So traditional. Let me answer my traditional. So traditional is like pretty much I see the gender roles in their self, feminine and masculine energy. So pretty much there's gonna be feminine energy and masculine energy. If you're gonna think there's none of that crap existing in this world, then be my guest. But there's gonna be people who's gonna be balancing in both ways.
I'll play right off of that.
Mm-hmm.
Feminine energy traditionally has stomped masculinity in a lot of cultures and a lot of our history.
And why is that?
Oh, why is that? You're literally going to ask me why?
I want to know more.
It is. It was. It already has.
How about you elaborate? How about you elaborate and give us the facts?
I want to know
elaborate,
more. That's what I'm asking you more.
Elaborate and give him the facts.
Give us the facts.
So you're
Well,
already
you
telling
obviously
me
got it
you're
from
already
somewhere.
telling me that you are not historically inclined whatsoever.
So
well, you trying to
you just go around. You go around in circles all the time.
Since you want to educate us about the feminine energy, you go for it.
Yeah, let's go.
So
elaborate. Give us the facts, like where you got it from, and like why you think this process.
So
like
the
your
queen,
thought process, because it's very interesting.
So the Britain queens.
There we go. This will be fun.
Yeah. So the Britain queens.
Mm-hmm.
That no one's ever heard of except you.
That you've never heard of Queen Elizabeth?
Yeah, we know Queen Elizabeth, but the king
Oh,
was like...
my God,
What?
you guys.
What?
Oh, my God.
Why
You're
can you
telling
just
me
be-
right now that you can't even...
We
You
know
guys
Queen-
are not
we- we
historically
know-
inclined,
we
and
know
you
who
want
Queen Elizabeth
to
is.
ask these questions, and you are not
Why
even
can you just be
educated.
direct and say Queen Elizabeth instead of the Britain Queens, you fucking clown?
Oh, well, British. I know what he means. I know what you mean. Yeah, monarchy, the Queen. Look, it's a very interesting conversation, and hopefully, this is the most polite conversation I've heard for a long time. So keep going.
Well,
right?
I don't know, because they keep insulting me, and Bradley
man,
wants
I've
to be
had-
you fucking clam. He's just
this is very
ignorant.
mild. Man, it's
I'm
very.
just an Aussie, mate. That's how we talk.
Yeah, we're a bit, but we are learning. This is.
You're just not there. I get
So
it.
I like the way what Xena is saying about masculine and feminine energy. She says that the masculine energy.
Bradley.
Why she said.
I don't want to hear like more.
Yeah.
Stop making fun of people, please.
And that is where you believe more of the feminine energy is more potent and powerful, right?
I mean,
so
feminine energy. I mean, honestly, just look at religions and just look at history, and obviously Bradley can't do that.
Well, we try. I think.
Right, let's talk about the Nazis then.
Yeah. But we'll keep it. We're going down too far off the track.
Listen, that's a really good point. That's a really good
Let's
point.
talk. Screen. You wanna really divulge in history? Let's talk about the Nazis.
I just said that's a really good point.
Yeah, let's go. Come on, you're so fucking smart and proper.
Oh
Prim
my
and
God!
proper by the
Look
sounds
at him.
here.
Literally, look at him cussing at me now.
You were
I
making
just
fun
said,
of, you were
I
making
just
fun of
said that's a
Screen.
really
You were
good
making fun of
point.
Bradley as well. So it's not. It goes both ways. It's not like just one way. So just don't.
Wait, what?
You were making fun of Bradley before, and I heard it on the screen here.
Oh
It's
my
not,
God, you are so biased.
I'm not
But
biased.
I
I'm not biased or
understand.
anything.
No,
I'm being
as a
fair here.
prompt,
Stop throwing
When
words
you
at me.
should
is the
not
truth?
be that way.
Please do not throw words at me. Sorry, but the thing is, I want you to be straightforward.
Do not throw
sometimes.
words at me. Oh my God, the victim.
When has the truth ever been like wrong?
Well, you know what? I'll
No,
just
it's
intervene
not
one moment.
wrong. It's not wrong. And I just said that's a really good point.
Yeah,
You
you
want to
are,
talk about
though.
the knots?
Hang on, just
Oh
before
my
you get into
God,
that,
this dude is
Right.
crazy. Both
you
of
know what
are
I find
crazy.
really interesting about Xena? Xena, actually, being a trans woman, she possesses both masculine and feminine energy in some
Exactly.
construct.
Exactly.
Right?
Yes, no, and
Now,
I totally
that's
respect
very interesting.
that. But her
Yeah,
mindset.
yes. Yeah, because I find that interesting in this conversation because Xena is purporting to supporting more of a masculine energy and saying that she like not her own masculine energy, but more so in the way of man should ask the woman out. It's a man's sort of is the masculine of the family, and which is interesting because that's kind of going against your narrative. Yeah, so maybe that'd be if you two had to have a conversation, that would be interesting because she does possess both.
Yeah, but I can't have a
energies.
conversation with Xena because Bradley
Yeah,
keeps.
yeah. Well,
But-
Bradley's going to be Bradley, but that would be an interesting one. See, Bradley and I are, in your eyes, would be biased towards masculine energy. So you're
Yes.
going to. That's why I'm not arguing with you because I don't want to argue. Well, I've been, you're a very respectful young fella, and it's been a good chat. Bradley's the first time probably met you, and like I've had big arguments with people like yourself over the years, but I find it's very interesting to hear how you think and what you say. But
No, and I do too, honestly.
yeah, and we're at that. Look, man, Bradley and you guys, we are at a point where we really need to come together. I know we've always said it, but the world is such a turmoil. I think finding common ground, we have to work to live. We got to work and live together now, no matter what. Otherwise, we lose everything. That's my view. And it's
Can I say something to Screen? Screen, are you listening? You're not going to jump in?
No, sure. You said what you said. Can I say something to Screen? And then I was waiting for you to say something.
Okay. Look, you are arrogant, and you definitely overstep people.
I'm not arrogant, and I'm not overstepping anybody.
You're doing it right now. You're doing it right now. Listen to me.
Oh my!
Look,
you have a serious problem.
God.
No,
I
you
can't even
really
get a
do.
word
You
in.
you have a serious problem, and I think you should step back and
He's about to
self-reflect.
compliment the Screen.
Why can't I just talk? Can someone just mute him
No,
so
because
I can talk?
you're insulting me.
I'm trying to have I'm trying to be respectful here, not mute everyone here. So if you can talk
can
nicely,
someone just mute him so I can actually
adults,
say what I
fine.
wanted to say?
No, you did. You asked if you could say something, and then I waited for you to say something, and then you insulted.
Yeah, I haven't
twice.
finished yet because you keep talking. I told you just before.
Yeah,
you're
because
not gonna say
you want to
anything.
say that I'm arrogant, but honestly, you're arrogant.
I haven't finished what I was going to
You're
say.
okay, but do not insult me.
All right, fair. Look, water under the bridge. I feel like what Shady was saying before is a good thing. But look, I'm trying not to insult you, but it's just an opinion. I feel like sometimes you just need to sit back in your chair and relax. And, you don't have to say what you need to say. Like, I don't know what your upbringing is or whatnot. You could have had a shit run. But at the end of the day, mate, I don't know you from a bar of soap. I only hear what you say. And from what I heard tonight was literally you just couldn't answer simple questions and you just kept overstepping people. And that's all I'm going to say. So, look, I'm a good bloke. I've met people like you before that you might be in trouble. I'm not sure where you're at in your life. And, I'm always here for a chat if you ever actually want to have a good talk, I'm here. So that's it.
That's a
Moving on.
compliment, Screen. That is a compliment from an Australian. So there's no offense intended there.
Sure.
Yeah.
And
So you guys, I followed both of
I,
you guys. So we should follow each other.
I honestly do. I respect what you said. But I will also recognize where you said I didn't answer any question, and I actually answered every question. And
and you want me to answer the question as well. So the question was to erase the woman and the man, and you want to say, do traditional relationship values still hold in modern dating world? Which I was going to answer in my format.
Yes.
Okay, so let's continue my format. Okay, traditional values, I value gender roles or energy from the energy. Just say like my partner might not be like full on masculine energy all the time. He has a bit of both. But the thing is, I'm in between both as well. So it kind of balances out. So, but I still value my roles as the wife. I play the role, and sometimes it can be reversed sometimes, but I still know my boundaries that I am the wife in the relationship. So pretty much like, because I come from a Christian background as well. So that's why I have to see the man as the king, and he's pretty much the provider inside the family. That's why I see it, because I value my Christian values that way. And I'm sorry if it kind of affects you in some kind of way, but the thing is, like, that's how I see it. Even though I do have the masculine and feminine energy sometimes in between, because I have to balance both of it. But sometimes females have to go through that as well. Boss babe have to go through that as well, because I've seen how they are. And I've clashed with boss babe in the past, because I've been through not just like a relationship with just men. I've been with women as well. I've been with masculine, feminine energy, and I know like what's in between. Okay, so that's what traditional values is like. But I see myself with my partner, and I still value the traditional ways of the man is pretty much the provider still. So I pretty much like notify my partner, regardless of whatever gender he is. But I know he sees himself as a male, so that's fine. But at the end, I still don't go with the modern days, where the modern days is more like, okay, you know, you step forward and pretty much be the kind of like the feminists. They want to have equal rights, but I know like masculine and feminine energy is not like equalized, because I've been seeing it for myself as the female myself through my transition and, you know, through my values, what I see for myself. Because I've been put in a place where I have to act in the masculine energy sometimes, and I don't like it. I really don't like being in that uncomfortable energy. I'd rather be the one in the seat, relaxing myself where the guy leads. So that's why I know traditional roles really matters to me. So that's why I see my values that way. But if you want to see like dating world should modern still go on that way, it's up to them. But my opinion is my opinion, that I see traditional roles. I still see that the man is the leader at the end from my end. But sometimes females are good leaders as well. I'm not saying females are not good leaders.
oh
They're
my God, you just
they have
answered
good
your
leaders and
own
females as well.
question, but you had so much nuance, and then you backtracked and said, "Oh, but females." That you just no, you answered your question, but you crashed down on yourself.
How am I
Well,
crashing down on myself?
I actually think that's what she's doing, bro. I think this
That
is not
is literally what she just did,
She's
though.
trying to find answers. I think that's the point. This is why I stuck around. I think this is interesting. I think Xena has come up with a question in her mind, seeing things on TikTok and all that, and asking the question, because it's not a university thing that she's doing. And I think this is one way of her understanding her world as well.
Yeah,
right?
but she just answered her own question, and she's asking other individuals to answer her questions. And she answered her question, but then she went along and she had so much nuance. And she was like, oh, yeah, you know, I've clashed, you know, I am feminine and masculine and this and that. And I've had a lot of problems. And, you know, I just feel like I'm this way. But at the same time, I've felt that way too before. So you can't ask these questions and then have someone like me come up and ask your definition of your terms that you're using when you've experienced it yourself, and then have somebody like Bradley come in here, and Bradley has nothing intelligent to even add to this conversation other than to insult other people. It just, none of it just makes any sense. It really, I mean, it does make sense. No, it does. And see, he's gonna laugh because that's what they
exactly
usually
why
do.
we should all meet up.
That's a typical tactic.
Man,
is you want to laugh because you're ignorant.
We could all have.
But
make sure
you know,
we all
I
follow
actually
each
do
other or something.
respect what Xena said, and I can actually relate
Shetty,
to what Xena said.
Shetty, guess what?
So at the end of
I've
the
got
day,
nothing
I
intelligent
understand
to
what
say.
Xena's saying, and her answers actually make a lot more sense than what anybody else's answers could
Xena and
make.
Shetty, I appreciate it. I'm
So
going to
he's
jump
going to go
on
ahead
another
and
chat.
talk over me. He's going to go ahead and talk over me
Yeah,
because
I'm
he
going to
has
jump on another
nothing to
chat because
contribute.
this person
You don't
is
have
just
anything to
useless in the
contribute.
brain.
You really don't. Jump
Bradley,
in the
sorry,
chat.
you have nothing.
Jump in the
Bradley,
chat.
I'm sorry
Get on
that you
out
had
there.
to.
I'll appreciate the next. I'll appreciate the next chat. And screen whatever your fucking name is. Screen Supreme.
Oh my god, he can't even read, bro. You can't even read.
You're a fucking pest,
You can't
mate.
even
You're
read.
a fucking
Go
pest.
ahead and cuss at me. Go ahead and cuss
Hey,
at
Brad,
me.
follow me back. Follow me back. Well, we can.
already did, bro.
Yeah,
You're a fucking pest, and you think your fucking shit doesn't stink, and you can talk over the top of me all you want because I could do it tenfold.
You think that my shit don't stink? That's flattering.
Okay, sign off on a good note. Sign off on a good note.
You have nothing
Shetty
to
and
say.
Xena.
You have nothing to
Yes.
say. Bye.
Brad,
I appreciate the time, and I hope you get rid of this pest.
Bye.
I'm going to get going off as well because it's been 2 hours of my debate time. So.
Well, we hope we help.
Hopefully,
why have you not left
chat.
yet? Hold on. Why have you not left yet? Bye.
Oh, screen shoot.
Bye.
Oh, sorry, fucking.
Bye.
What is it?
Bye.
Why don't you jump in my chat,
bro? He will. I'll follow you.
Bye.
Your screen. You gotta follow me back. Follow me back. Screen.
You
we'll
do
meet up
nothing
again.
but insult. You do nothing but insult.
I'll add you in.
You have
It'll be
nothing to
hilarious.
contribute.
Screen.
You don't.
We absolutely want you.
If anyone wants to run a debate, let me know. I'll join their debate. But in the meantime, I have to get off my time because my time is like overtime in this
Look, if you
debate.
you remind me of, like, when you step on a piece of chewy.
See us get along already. This is going to be great.
Okay.
Oh, Brad, hang on. Hey, you guys, we will get into some lives. I can see it
because you have nothing
It'll be right.
to say.
I actually just got shared into another live, so I'll see you later, Shetty.
Bye.
Yeah. We'll be in, when you see it. When you see us in another live. Yeah, all right. We'll meet up again somewhere. We'll have a good chat. It'll be fun.
Thank you everyone for the time.